quiet. Welcome to another episode of The Intellectuals. How are you all doing?
Why would you ask that? Like, people can respond? What are you fucking
No,
stupid?
but not like I hope you're all doing well then.
Hey,
How are you all doing? Please write me later.
Yes, said the pigeon.
that's from Bill Shakespeare.
Yo, I've got Guido in front of me. How you been, Guido?
How you doing? I'm doing great. Things are all right. The Ides of March. Julius Caesar was warned that somebody was going to backstab him. That's where backstabbing came from, because he was stabbed in the back.
Poseidon, do you know what the Ides are?
No.
Do you know what March is?
Like the month?
Yes.
Yes.
The Ides of March, I think it's the mid-March or something in old-timey talk. So
okay, I didn't know that.
A fortune teller told Julius Caesar something dark is coming.
Towards the middle of March.
Your right-hand man is gonna, and that's why it's the line. It's et tu, Brute. He's like,
And you,
Brutus.
Yeah, there was like 83 people that stabbed him or some shit. Yeah.
They wanted him down.
Like everyone fucking stabbed.
That. Yeah, that's. I think that was the Chicago outfit that whacked him.
Yeah.
What?
It was very Chicago-esque, too.
Oh, yeah.
That's that's what they did to
It's
Kennedy.
a mafia joke.
It
Poseidon.
was Kennedy went down the same way, man.
Kennedy?
Yeah.
No,
think,
Kennedy was 100% CIA.
Yeah.
yeah, but basically it was an inside job, is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, it was 100% inside job.
So like it was an inside job to take down Julius Caesar, and now he's just known for damn salads.
No, but
And a palace. He's a casino.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, I would say no, because JFK wasn't really a backstabbing type of situation. Not in the literal sense, but I mean like.
How do you know his vice president didn't have something to do with it?
Yeah, there you go.
No,
yeah,
it
you're
was
right.
backstabbing.
His
It
vice
was
president
complete
was
backstabbing.
literally smiling, getting sworn in an hour after, JFK's body's still warm.
Poseidon, that's what backstabbing means. You think backstabbing is only if a guy actually stabs you with a knife?
No,
in the back?
no. I didn't mean it like that. But I was trying to think like if it was
His
like.
own government killed him.
Yeah, no, it's
he was the head of the
backstabbing.
government.
It's backstabbing. Yeah, that's 100%. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
I was watching a documentary on Peter Lawford. Okay, who's Peter Lawford?
Okay.
He was the Rat Pack, Sinatra, Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr., Joey Bishop, Peter Lawford. The reason Peter Lawford was because he was in the Rat Pack was because they wanted his tie-ins. Why? Because Peter Lawford was married to JFK's sister. So Frank Sinatra actually...
Also known as JFK Lina.
And Sinatra actually called, because Peter Lawford would be the guy that could, kind of like an Epstein, he would connect people to people.
To various islands
He was
and
the one
shows.
that made JFK bang Marilyn Monroe.
Yeah, he made him.
And his name was Peter Lawford.
It took a lot of forcing. He really forced his hand there.
That's funny.
Fuck the most beautiful woman in Hollywood.
Yeah. You're gonna have to bang the hottest chick in the country.
Sinatra actually...
Fine.
What about the Cubans?
Sinatra actually called him brother-in-Lawford. Like to his face, would make fun of him, saying, "Well, you're only here because we want your connections." But he didn't care. He ended up
Killing himself.
dying broke and full of drugs and alcohol because they partied like crazy.
Goddamn.
British guy, Peter Lawford, funky eyebrows like me. But why am I talking about this?
I have no clue. But speaking of backstabbings, you know what else is a fucking backstabbing?
Ooh.
What's a backstabbing?
These fucking gas prices, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
$2.20.
I've been taking so many cabs that the cab drivers are actually on repeat. Like the guy came back and he was talking about the gas. It's Europe. I don't know. In Greece, the gas is crazy, right?
It's always been crazy.
It's always
in
been
Italy
crazy.
too. Like in Italy, they actually have cars running on gas. When I say gas, I mean gas like an air.
Yeah, here they run on imagination.
No, a petrol. We call gasoline, like we call it gas, but really gas is air.
But they use diesel.
Yeah, but
Europe.
gas prices are it's affecting the States as well, right?
Yeah, everywhere. Everyone's feeling it.
So the States are taking a beating in gas as well, and they got, Ford,
I think we got it worse.
Ford F-150s there, though. That's the difference. They got huge gas tanks and asses.
Not everyone.
Yeah.
Well, it depends where in the States.
We're pretty much all in the same boat right
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
Gas
yeah.
is too high.
That's insane, bro. $2, bro.
I remember people complaining when it was at like above 50.
Bro, but in the past 2 days, it jumped up 40 cents.
And now-
20 to 40 cents.
I'm very
unheard of.
ignorant to this. I don't know how it works. I'm sorry. But what decides this? There's one Saudi guy saying,
No, it's more than
down.
Saudi. Now the Russian war has to do with it. Too.
Okay, so because all the gas they need to build weapons is going there, is that it? I don't know.
Well, here's the beauty of it. That there's something that I've never heard anyone say, and I'm concerned by it. So they're going up, and they go, well, because it costs us more. You're basically paying the difference, right? But then all these companies are making record money.
Yeah.
So then you're upping it, but how are you making more money if your costs went up too? Shouldn't you be around even?
That's why it's always been vague, and I don't.
It's kind of like the shoes. They go, well, do you want to pay more for your shoes? You're paying $200. You'll pay $500 if we don't let slaves make them. It's like, yeah, but we found out that you pay those slaves 10 cents.
Yeah.
So the cost of those shoes aren't going over $3 each. So why are you selling them at 100 times the price?
And then they'll say the materials, but then that doesn't make any sense either.
Altogether, the shoe is not going to cost you more than $3 to make. So then why are you selling for that much? It's all a lot of scam.
Yeah, it's
Right,
all
and
scams.
that's why I never.
And the reason why it's a scam is because they'll make shoes out of recycled plastics, but charge you more
Yeah.
than the shoe that's not made from recycled from material that you had to purchase.
I'm a believer in that the same factory in China that makes Nike running shoes makes the shoes for a shittier brand.
They usually do, yeah.
It's all the same. I bought a pair of fake Air Force Ones from Wish or those Alibaba or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
They were Air Force Ones. They just
Really?
didn't have the Nike logo on it. They're the same fucking.
I bought a fake pair of tits for a chick once.
Oh, I remember that in Australia, mate. Fucking Jezreel. I felt 2016 fake tits, and let me tell you, they got better.
So you
Saline.
grope just every time you go down there?
No, I
I'm telling you
didn't
now, it's
grope her.
inappropriate.
She
first
was
of all.
groping
terrible.
me.
Very
She was
inappropriate.
groping me.
Sorry about what you do to that poor woman.
It's terrible. Yeah, you
Jezreel.
go around, there's fans. Like, I'm a fan, and you take advantage of them.
How is it possible that every time there's a picture of Jezreel, she has his eyes closed? What?
What?
Anyway,
He's making fun of breasts again.
no. But this wonderful, beautiful, beautiful girl in Australia had saline breast implants. They were wonderful.
What's the difference? Like, how many different types of breast implants are there?
They were more tit feeling and less 1993 stripper feeling.
1993, because I was too young to go to strippers. Did it feel like sandbags?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, correct.
did you
This
know-
felt like a tit.
It felt hard.
Yeah,
Okay.
felt hard. The
Back then.
shitty
yeah,
one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They have now made breast implants that can light up.
LED lighted breasts.
Yep.
I
Why
saw
would
that-
the
I
implant-
saw this somewhere.
But why would the implant light up?
No,
It's on the
no one
inside. You
actually
can't
gets
see
them.
it.
No one actually gets them. I think somebody just made them for the fuck of
But
it.
you can't see it. It's on the inside.
No, I know, but they made it. They made it
But
as
what,
like a joke or
like a
something.
I
light
feel like
comes
you
out of
saw
the nipple?
parody.
I think that
Like
would be great.
yeah, well, probably something like that.
I think
Yes,
that's
that's fake. You feel it's
Yeah, no,
parody.
obviously it's fake, but no one's gonna get light up breast implants.
I don't
But they
know.
don't. You just said that that's what they're making, like it exists. But you just saw parody.
Yeah, but they make it. They made it. They
For the
had to
parody.
make it.
They
They
made a
made it for the
I don't
prototype
think
parody.
they
for the
made it.
parody.
I don't think they made it. I think you're just you might. It's like saying there's robots now that they talk and they're sentient and they're defending the government. You're like no, that's a movie called Transformers. You're like no, I know it's a movie, but they made it for the no, they didn't actually make it. It's just a parody.
He's
It's
got
just
a
fake.
bit of a point. He's got a-
No, I don't mean. But they still had to make them. They had to produce them.
What do you mean?
They had to manufacture them.
Well, they didn't manufacture. So it's like me, because if they don't exist, if people aren't using them, then it's like me grabbing an LED light from here and being like, this is for tits. It could be for whatever I say as long as I don't
No,
do
they
it.
made breast implants, and inside it would light up.
But what? Like the whole
they
tits
didn't-
would glow?
No, but they didn't make it to put it in tits. Obviously, no woman in her right mind is gonna buy breast
I'm not
implants.
sure that's a bad idea. I bet you that a fucking stripper can make a hell of a light show with her
Forget
tits.
the stripper. What if you're lost in the darkness and then your
Follow
tits
the
light up?
tits.
Follow the tits.
Yeah, think about that.
Light up titties.
You know, if
Or
they
in the
had-
Muslim world, if your wife is acting up and she tries to run away, her tits light up. So people know that's a runaway. Grab her.
Get her. How are they gonna see it? This is all covered up.
Well, but we're talking about hardcore lights. Everything's just lighting up.
You know what? It sounds absurd, but I bet you it's possible. And
Well, anything's possible. Yeah.
bro,
I
that
saw
would look,
that
that would look
somewhere. But I
beautiful.
don't
There's
think- I
nothing
don't-
I would
But they
love-
weren't-
I don't
it-
think this is actually being sold or manufactured.
No,
There's
that's
point.
not. That's what I'm trying to say. It's not being sold. This was not actually in a woman's tit. Somebody had taken like silicone implants or
Yes, that's not
something.
the same. That's just a dude tinkering. It's not made.
Yeah. Well, he made.
Yeah.
You have to make that.
No, but it's not the way you described it. Like,
Okay,
they
bro.
made like as if right.
Fuck's sake, bro.
Okay.
But that's what you said. You're getting mad because that's what you see. This is why I get pissed off. That's what you
You see
said, and
this?
you're getting mad at me. That's what you said. It's like, bro, this guy was assassinated. I saw this.
So what do you want me to?
So a guy was assassinated. No, bro, it's not what I said.
No, but it's not. Hold on, it's not the same because he had to make it, right? Or how would
But
you say?
You use the word manufacture
Yeah,
before.
As an example, yeah.
As if they're doing
Okay,
it now. Yeah.
okay, hold
As
on,
if
hold on.
That's something that's being done right now.
Okay, but
and then you're the one who said it's not being done right now.
Okay,
And
so
then
how
I'm
else
the
would you have
asshole.
said it?
There's a guy.
I saw something
Yeah,
where a guy
I
was
saw
fucking
some-
around
Yeah.
and he made light up tits.
Okay,
Yeah.
but you used the word made. I said made.
But
You
a
said
guy made up line of
manufactured.
tits as
I
opposed
said
to
it
their
after.
making, as opposed to their making and their manufacturing. There's a whole different fucking thing.
You kind of made it sound like there's
It's
a
a
fucking.
thing.
You can
Okay.
get them
Yeah.
at Foot Locker.
Yeah,
Okay, but
you
it
made
was a
sound like
video.
it's
It
an
was a
actual
video
thing.
that I saw. It was a video that I saw.
Very rare that you watch videos.
Very rare indeed. Yes.
I just think Jess Sorrell should have glow in the dark tits. to end
No,
this
glow in
thing.
the dark is a different story. Glow in the dark you do now. There's pastes for that. You could put it on yourself and you glow. They do that at
Ooh.
raves.
When
Yeah.
I was a bathroom guy years ago in New York, I remember a nightclub had.
Is that what they call the pervert that looks over the stall? Bathroom guy?
Yeah, no. It's the guy that taps his foot and then cuts out a glory hole. That's what.
Are there people who actually cut out glory holes?
I've seen glory holes. That's
But I never know how they get there.
somebody cuts them open.
Have you ever seen a glory hole? I've never seen a glory
I've
hole.
seen the makeshift glory hole. Yeah,
Have you ever seen a glory hole?
I'll tell you where I saw.
Hold on,
a glory hole.
I may have seen glory holes, but I always went to a location. I'm like, why would there be a hole there?
Like your father's bedroom.
Yeah, your apartment.
No,
And then I don't
front
think nothing
door.
of it, and I leave.
Yeah, I'll tell you where I saw a glory hole.
Where?
Do you remember next to Kojak's on St. Catherine? There's the arcade on St. Catherine in
I know
Crescent.
exactly where
the
that
fucking
is, yeah.
arcade. There was a peep show. There used to be a peep show
In the
there.
arcade?
In the arcade.
That's
there,
not a glory hole though.
There was. So we were, I don't know, fucking how old were we? I don't must have been 18, 17, 16, 19, 20 something. Me and Patrick were all stoned, whatever, walking around. And we said, let's go to the fucking, we were fucking, this is again. So we went.
Please explain to our younger viewers what a peep show is.
Okay, so pre-internet,
Poseidon, you know what a peep show is?
downstairs.
It's
Well, let him explain if you know.
Downstairs arcade games, there's usually a really dingy, not far from where the Just for Laughs Club Soda is.
Another peep show. Go
Across
on.
the street next to it, there was these arcades like on St. Catherine.
Okay.
Downstairs, you'd go down a creepy.
I know which location you're talking about, by the way.
And there's these red
Hey,
booths.
Piranhas, right? Around there.
These
Piranha Bar.
For what he's talking
Yeah,
about?
the arcades.
No, the arcades are in Crescent. He's talking about.
Oh,
he's talking
okay. Never mind. Sorry.
You walk downstairs, and there are these red booths. These red booths.
Like, remember
And
the photo
You're
booths?
hearing.
Oh, kind of like in a strip club.
No.
No.
Remember,
They look like
it's closed. It's
They
actually
look like those fucking photo booths,
Like the old photo booths,
in
yeah.
the malls. They look like
Oh,
that.
with a curtain.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
do you
look
remember
like
those?
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
Okay, that's
you go
interesting.
in there and it's a TV screen with 4 squares, and you put quarters in, and there's porn playing on all 4 squares, and you're changing channels, and you're hearing. You're hearing like everybody changing channels, and there's drug dealers there and people hanging out.
Yeah.
And in that booth where I'm watching this, and there's jizz. It was awful.
Oh, why the
There's jizz on
fuck?
the screen. This is where people would go.
Ah!
Why are you surprised? You literally acted like you knew what it was.
This
You're like,
is
yes.
where people
yes.
go jack off before the internet.
Yeah.
And
What the fuck?
What? You weren't
this
surprised
booth-
2 minutes ago, baby boy?
Okay, but I thought Peep Show was something else in my head.
Exactly.
I assumed something
You're
else.
full of shit and cum.
in this booth,
Young,
in
dumb,
this
and full
booth is a hole cut out to the next booth. That's where I saw a glory.
So you could jerk to yourself and
you
a dude off
could
at the same
jack
time.
off and jerk off another guy at the same time. And
In fact, it's frowned upon if you don't
Yeah.
return the favor.
and but I've also in New York City have gone in near 8th Avenue. You're the Port Authority bus station. They don't have them anymore,
Port
but they
Authority.
had the real peep shows, because these were the American versions where you go to this booth thing, except when you put a quarter in, the shade goes up and there's a real woman standing in front of you.
Oh, I've heard those.
That's a peep show American style, where it's a girl literally stripping. Like
Yeah.
that's
And she can't see you, I think, huh?
she could see you.
Oh,
She
she
all
could?
she sees is guys fucking staring at her.
But also, you would jerk off in those rooms as well.
to her, yeah.
Oh, bro, people disgust me.
People are disgusting. That's correct.
okay.
You know what? I'm for the sanitization.
I'm
I'm
gonna-
for COVID measurements finally.
that's
Yo,
what-
I got
that's what-
information on Poseidon's glow tits.
Okay.
It's not the same thing as what he said, but it looks like, well, I don't know who's going to get it, but it looks like there's even more tech going into it. A tech developer is trying, he's going to test it out, to make breast implants that can light up. I'm seeing a video right now but this one, it doesn't look like it's from inside. I think it's from just the outside, but they're showing an example. They'll light up. They can help you find your phone, turn on a switch, even call a cab.
That's kind of clever. That's kind of clever.
Excuse me.
Hey,
Clover Shroud
I gotta go home.
explores
Give me your tit. I gotta go home. Give me your tit. I gotta
go back home. I gotta call a cab to go back home to my wife. Here, come here.
Give me your tit.
Yeah, I'm looking now.
You mentioned before.
She's putting like a light under her tit, and it's lighting everything up.
Okay, you ever see that magic trick where the guy looks like he's passing a light from one hand to the other? It's a little light.
Yeah.
That's the little.
You know what would
But
be
then
handy though?
No, so it maybe, I don't know about vibrate, but Naomi ordered a super strength flashlight in which she connected two fiber optic cables. So this is a tech developer, a chick called Naomi Wu. So this is not a perverted guy. This is just her in her garage doing
So
this
she made a prototype
for herself. Yeah.
Okay.
And she says maybe you could use it for. So his guy, it was probably maybe you could use it for like hilarious purposes.
Yeah.
When I was
it's for practical, but even that's not practical.
When I was
like,
in
if
New
you're
York-
trying to go call a cab, you're like, I wonder who called the cab, and it's the chick whose tits are flashing.
But you know who that would be beneficial for?
Taxi Diamond.
Hold on, no. For sex workers and strippers or whatever, instead of having to call emergency services like 911, they could just fucking, as soon as their tits get squeezed or whatever, or they squeeze their
That's
tits.
part of their job.
Huh? No, sorry, hold on. I'm not. She could like do something with her tits and call
That's
911.
the dumbest
As-
thing.
as
that's
opposed
like,
to
hold on. That's the equivalent of your phone. Even if you dial 742, it still dials 911. You're gonna get in a lot of trouble, bro.
No. I hold on.
You mean the panic?
But she can
button
call a
in
cab,
her-
bro. What if you accidentally call a cab?
What about if she grabbed her
But she didn't say
keychain?
you could call a cab. She's trying to figure out how to use it. With
Okay,
the light.
There's
but
many
you could
places
figure
you-
out to use it in a specific way, kind of like
many
a panic
places
button.
you could put a panic button. It doesn't have to be in a tit.
Yeah.
No, but let's say,
Thank you, Guido.
let's
Get
say.
on a
I understand.
necklace.
I agree with you. Yes. Hold on.
What the tits should do is that you should, if you have AIDS or something, your tits light up. So a certain color.
They have condoms like
I
that.
would put a panic button on a clit.
What?
They have condoms like that. That if you have an STD, it changes color or some shit.
If the guy has an STD.
Yeah.
But okay, what about the guy? What about the
Or
guy?
if the girl, well, if you put in the girl, if the guy puts it on, it doesn't change color. But then you put in the girl, now it comes back out another color. The girl has an STD.
But now it's too late, bro. You already put your dick inside her.
Well, you have a condom, so you're still kind of safe.
Do you
So
ever
what's the point?
understand flavored condoms?
I don't know. You dip your dick in once, 2, 3 times, then you pull out. You go, change color. Okay, bitch, fuck up. But you already made out.
No,
you already blew you.
would
It's too late. It's
You
too
would
late.
say fuck it and then come. You would not leave.
Yeah, that's true.
No guy would leave. Say fuck it. I'm already here.
Oh no! If it's like I got AIDS, I got something, bro. I'm leaving
Actually, no.
faster
Hold on.
than-
Lie. I think I would lose my erection, bro.
No, you.
That's not true.
No,
You would,
AIDS?
no.
You've maintained, from
STD?
what I can see, the same erection for the last 3 days, bro. You're not losing.
No,
anything.
so to go back to what I was saying, when I was working a bathroom guy at a place called Freight in New York City by the meatpacking district, they had these capoeira dancers.
Oh, I love capoeira. It's so funny.
Bro, seeing capoeira live, they're all core. Because of those flips they do, like the capoeira is...
Oh, sorry, I was wrong about her again too. God damn it, it's not breast implants. With the help of a 3D printer, she developed a custom corset. A corset.
corset.
With-
Hold
yeah,
your tits
with-
off, bro.
Yeah.
Kind of like an Austin Powers type shit where they throw out guns, but this time it's
How
lights.
hot were those babe bots? Those femme
very
bots?
hot, yes.
All of them
sorry.
were hot.
Because she has breast implants and they're hollow, whatever the fuck it is, she's using the corset and the lights to make it glow. So the breast implants don't glow.
I see. So it's so again, you could invent this. It hasn't been really
It
invented.
hasn't
yet.
been invented besides, so you could invent
No,
it.
I would never invent. There's no actual
Purpose?
Yeah, there's no actual
What do you
functioning
mean?
purpose.
SOS.
Could you imagine you're trapped on a rooftop or some shit, and this bitch
How
starts
about-
lighting up her tits, bro? You're like, what the fuck is going on?
How about a use of space as a compartment?
Excuse me.
Like-
So you got to open up your tits as a
You
compartment.
put a zip, zzz, but you get your,
Oh, that's insane. How do you do? You can't do that. It would hurt every time. That's
don't know.
insane. No, you can't do that shit.
What, your skin zipping up and down?
Yeah, bro, you can't do that. That's insane, bro.
What
You
is
just
Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
yeah,
This
bro.
is
What,
stupid.
what the fuck are you saying, bro? Zipper tits, bro. Are you crazy?
Bro,
First of all, if a bitch has zipper tits, bro, I'm fucking. She comes at me, bro. I'm running away, bro.
No,
I'm
you're
sorry.
not. No, you're not.
if a girl with zipper tits
But
comes
she
on
has-
you,
Bro, a
Zipper-
cyborg, an android with tits comes at you. You're going for the android.
Yeah, but an Android you can't tell. Here's the thing, you know. Yeah, so an
Can't
Android?
tell.
No, not an. Yeah, an Android.
Cantel is a company
Yeah.
we don't have anymore.
That's
Cantel,
true.
the cell phones.
Yeah, remember that?
You know what?
Cantel.
You would say that they've fallen from grace.
Remember, what an idiot. Remember StarTAC?
StarTAC, I had one. It was a great phone.
The flip.
Yeah,
I loved it.
yeah.
I think that may have been
still
the
have
best
it.
cell phone ever made.
I think I still have it.
Besides, you never had one.
No, I remember
missed
the.
Best cell phone
StarTAC.
ever made.
It was nice. And
Really?
actually, it was analog,
Simple.
but your calls were never cut out and you were always clear as a bell.
Yeah, simple. Flip, black phone. Flip, you had a little antenna. Simple, no extra bells and whistles. Had
Front
everything you need.
pocket.
Front, it was slick.
Put it in your front pocket.
Like a Motorola Razor.
Before the Razor.
Before the Razor.
Really?
But a Razor wouldn't have existed if it wasn't for the StarTAC.
Yeah, they all
Ah.
copied. I used to have flip phones. I used to love flip phones.
Yeah, the StarTAC was probably
I like
the
that
best
when you hung up, you pulled the clap.
Yeah,
it would
because
just smack.
That's what I would do. Smack it.
How many of these have we smashed? The old days of hanging up a phone when you hang up the phone. So at least fuck you, I'm hanging up on you. You know?
Now what you gotta do? You gotta go.
Dude,
Nobody does
I'm
that.
back down to an iPhone 6
fuck,
because
I
I
shouldn't have done that.
smashed the 7, the 7.5, and the 8.
What are they at now? What's the iPhone?
I think it's 13.
What the fuck?
Yeah, a Samsung is S28 or some bullshit.
Yeah.
They just make the numbers up though. The next
Yeah,
one's
yeah,
gonna be
exactly.
52. There's
Yeah,
no
exactly.
logic.
They're
How
just-
much
they're just
better
jumping
can the
through,
camera
yeah.
get? How much better can the camera get? I mean,
But you know what I don't like is that manufactured obsolescence, they call it. They basically make them with the intention of then slowing it down through software updates, so you
Yeah.
have to buy the new one. I hate that shit.
yeah, I believe that the camera never got better than like the iPhone 5, and then it just does it on purpose to make the camera shittier by the time the new camera comes out, the new phone.
because they're always amazing, and they're like,
Yeah,
what's this?
exactly.
And I'm convinced also like half the phone is gonna be cameras. Like like the new Samsung has like 4 cameras. The iPhone 2. Like how many cameras are you gonna put on the back of the phone, bro?
How about you let me make a fucking phone call?
Let me ask you guys this: what do you know? You guys know
Soon
about
they're gonna be making digital cameras of the ability to
digital-
call only.
Soon
Oh,
they're
it's
going
just
to
a
be
camera that
It's
you
just a
call.
camera, yeah.
It's a camera with a phone. By Kodak.
But nobody calls
you
anymore.
can-
They all use
Yeah.
text mostly.
I'm trying to make it a point to because while I was I'm not sure if you guys know, but I had some mental health issues,
You don't say.
and I'm making an effort to speak to people more on the telephone and making an effort to answer because I really like what do you like shielded myself.
You
for a while.
shunned society.
Yeah, so I'm considering leaving the smartphone at the pizza shop.
Yeah.
But when I leave to go out, I actually bring a StarTAC or something with me. So I'm forced to communicate by audio, by voice only, and that's it. Can't text, nothing. Got to call people just to force myself because I for a while there developed true phonophobia. I've spoken about this before.
Had you went
Actually,
back
the
in
phone
time?
would
Developed
ring.
true homophobia.
Homophobe. But if you call, my
funny.
mailbox is still full. My mailbox on my answering machine has been full for over a year.
Yeah.
Do you think if you went back 80 years and you asked the generation that invaded that landed on the beach, the Normandy beach, had you told them that 80 years from now there's going to be a generation that's going to be afraid to make a phone call? Do you think they would have believed you?
No.
I find that very interesting.
Yeah.
They went, why are the Nazis on the phone?
I find that incredibly interesting, bro. That not even 100 years ago, not even what do you call a 100-year? There's a name for it.
Century.
That not even a century ago, bro. There were people landing on a beach to their basically suicide
Yeah.
to bring down the Axis powers.
Perfectly in the movie Saving Private Ryan.
Yes, which
They-
I
they-
watched recently again. By the
fucking
way,
incredible.
Jesus Christ, I watched that. First of all, I watched that movie originally as a child.
And it,
Bro, I don't know who let me watch that movie. I should have never watched that movie as a kid.
Yeah,
Hey.
that was.
But who would have thought, bro? Not even 80 years ago, bro. People were landing on a beach, basically, which was a suicide mission. What did they lose? 150,000 soldiers landed. They lost more than half or some shit. They lost like a crazy amount.
You come back, you see all your friends die. You're 19 years old. You
Yeah.
come back home, start a family, and build a life.
Yeah, there you go. And now, bro, 19-year-olds are afraid to pick up the phone and make a phone call or to answer the phone rings, bro. It's
Yeah. Yeah.
like to me, it's insane.
We built a generation of
Pussies.
We built this city.
My dick's all shitty from your asshole.
That's funny. That's a funny remix.
Because we gave gold medals to kids just for participating.
Yes.
You remember? I remember being a loser. We were losers. There were winners and there were losers. But then by the time the kids born in the 90s came around, everybody got participation medals and everybody won.
Yeah, when I was a kid, adults would tell me you suck. It wasn't like this.
I remember in
That might have been. I think we went to two extremes. I think that was already too harsh.
Yeah.
And then we just overdid it.
Yeah. We were. Yeah, correct. They were too harsh on us for being losers, and then they were too soft on the next ones.
Yeah. And that's the predicament that Poseidon finds himself in with me. I'm super hard on him because of what I grew up in, and because he grew up in the ribbon stages, he can't handle it.
ribbon stages.
Yeah.
What year were you born?
No, we didn't have.
What year were you born?
93.
93, right?
Yeah, they have.
That was it. That's right. You're right there.
What do you mean?
You're right.
It's exactly you guys.
Exactly what you're doing right now.
I got kids.
Wait, that's amazing. What do you mean I'm proving your point?
I got.
I'm not proving your point.
Here you are.
No, I'm not.
100%.
You were.
I argue with you.
We were talking about in the car now, picking up coffee. You were talking about the immigrant kids and stuff like that. We were talking because we said my mother always said there's no shame in hard day's work in any kind, even cleaning toilets.
That's what my mom said. Yeah.
Yeah, as long as it's you just an honest day's work.
Yeah.
That's respect.
That's exactly it. Yeah.
These
That's
are
how I
people-
was brought up.
Yeah, my mother said it all the time.
Some
That's why I don't
other
feel like-
mother said, "No, you're too good for this. You deserve this, to kids that don't deserve it."
Right. Hold on. Well, Prince Andrew.
Yeah.
Prince Andrew has
Yeah.
never once.
Clean the toilet.
Never done anything in his he's not capable of even understanding empathy. He's just a guy that got everything he wanted his whole life, and that's it.
Too bad he always wanted to bang kids. That's the
Well,
problem.
now you know who's bailing him out. You know who's paying Virginia Dufresne?
No.
Charles.
Oh boy.
But my mother
He's broke.
did both to me. She would bitch at I don't have a job. She goes, go do anything. You have to get a job. A man is whatever. No job is beneath you. But then whatever job I'd get, she'd be like, what
That's
the fuck?
beneath you.
That's beneath you. What the fuck are you doing? Why are you gonna work there? What the fuck are you doing?
She would repeat
She
talking
would-
points, but then when push comes to shove, she's like, "Nah."
Yeah,
If I-
she would. So she would. When in my teenager, she would fuck me over both ways. Like, so it was kind of like
Literally and figuratively.
No, so you were conflicted
yeah.
because you were lazy and being told to work and lazy.
I was lazy and productive at the same time. It's the weirdest fucking shit.
Okay.
I remember one time there was a soccer competition, and what happened was I didn't want to play in it.
Shocking.
No, because I didn't have soccer shoes.
Oh, you remember you
And
told me.
yeah,
I
and
remember you-
to play in soccer, in my head, you have
She
to have.
gave me skates.
No, you have to have the right tools, but I forgot them at school. I'm like, I'm not gonna play. I'm only gonna hinder. I remember like saying like, I can't play. I'm gonna fuck up the.
Because your cleats.
I'm gonna. No, it was
It
indoors,
was
but you still
indoor
needed indoor soccer
He wanted
shoes.
a pair of fucking Puma or Lotto or whatever.
No. I had an old pair. That wasn't the issue. The issue was I didn't want to fuck up
Your fucking basketball shoes?
The other shoes. And also I didn't want to fuck up the competition because I thought in my head also that like
How you gonna fuck up the competition?
no, not fuck up the competition, but in the sense like people were gonna make fun of me.
He was embarrassed that his friends were going to say, "Look, he doesn't have the
No.
right shoes for the thing."
Well,
what you just said.
yeah. Sorry, yeah, you're right. Sorry, I didn't let you finish. But yeah, I was embarrassed that people are gonna fucking judge me or whatever. You know, I
you're
was a
not
kid. I
playing
didn't know
without
any
the
better.
right shoes. Yeah.
So my mother smacked me around, and she brought me. She's like, I paid because she had to pay for that indoor competition.
Yeah.
It was at Socrati,
Okay.
the gym. So she brought me. So whatever. I ended up playing
I'm
this.
with your mom 100% on this.
Yeah.
You need special shoes to play at the gym at soccer. Are you fucked in the head,
But
bro?
hey,
You're
was a
lucky
fucking
I wasn't
kid.
there to punch you in the fucking stupid
think
face.
of how a kid would think.
It's I was a kid, bro.
Yeah,
Calm
it's
down.
not that bad.
Yeah.
He's been worse.
So there's nothing wrong with that.
Well,
So then-
except for the fact that it's stupid. But yeah, go on.
Why is it stupid?
Because why would you need special shoes to play on a regular gym floor?
No, because they were indoor soccer shoes. We're playing
Yeah.
ball hockey, whatever.
I get it, but everyone there plays ball, hockey, basketball,
I
everything.
think I
you know?
knew
I
that.
understand.
I think at like
He
11.
plays there. They play during gym class there every
No,
day.
I knew. I knew
Yeah,
as
but
a
I
kid
had-
that any running shoe was fine.
Yeah.
I knew this then. No,
I knew this
that
as a
was-
child, yeah.
Admittedly, it's fine. Remember when you would get a new pair of running shoes, you would run fast?
But what happened? You played and then you dominated everyone?
Oh, so I played. I was like, fuck it. I'm here. I'm gonna fucking
Dominate
play
these
hard.
bitches
I
with
didn't.
stupid shoes.
Did I dominate? I don't know if I dominated. No. We played. I don't remember. We played
I may
really
have
well.
ruined it for everyone.
We
around
played
me.
really well. We played really well. I played really well, and there's that.
Did your shoes hinder you?
No, they didn't.
An argument for nothing.
I was a kid, bro. I didn't fucking know. So
what's your excuse now?
what are you talking about? What excuse? I don't have any excuses now.
You don't have any excuses though.
It just made me think when you were talking about ball hockey. One of the guys yesterday told me that our friend Franco is a dirty ball hockey player.
Oh, he is.
I said, of course he is.
Yeah.
So unprofessional.
So finally, we lost or some shit. We came close though, I think. And then I was crying because we lost. I was
came
upset.
close to winning.
Yeah, or
well,
some
that's what
shit.
every loser says.
So then it was you know who it was? It was that kid that played ball hockey where I was a coach. I don't want to say his name because it was he had long hair.
I don't know who you're talking about, but you'll tell me.
Anyway, I'll tell you after. So he, I think, or his brother, I don't know, some kid like that, and
sexually assaulted you.
No. They won, and he got a trophy for like MVP or some shit. And I guess I was
crying so hard.
I was crying that I lost, but I was like, I accepted the L. You know, you take the L.
Wait, no, you didn't accept it.
Huh?
You didn't accept it. That's
But
what.
then
You're
when
a child, though.
That's a normal reaction from a child.
No.
If you had accepted it, you wouldn't have been bawling your eyes out.
No, hold on. You can still accept it, and you can still be upset about something.
But you weren't upset. You were crying.
Yeah, that's the total. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean you don't accept
it. You were
it.
a child. Yeah, because you were a child.
No, but you're not understanding.
Oh, I'm not understanding. Okay, wait till this story finishes and we'll see if the people.
Wait, let me get this straight. You were crying because you know you were better than him, but
No, that's
he
not.
was crying because he lost the kid.
Because I lost. Yeah, I lost.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's nothing wrong with that.
But I was like, in my head, I was like, I lost. I was upset that
because
I lost.
of the shoes.
But
No. He was
not
crying 'cause he
even.
lost.
What is he saying?
But hold on, let me.
Get upset in a second. Look, listen to this.
But I had accepted the loss. I was like, fuck it, I lost, whatever.
That's
but
not
I was
true.
still
You're
sad
gonna find out
about
why
it.
in a second.
I was still sad about it. But then my mother, what she did, she saw me crying, and she's like, because she had paid, and then I guess she felt back as a shoe situation. She's like, oh no, it's okay or whatever. And then she grabbed the kid that won the trophy or some shit. And then she was like, oh yeah, no, can you give him the trophy or whatever the fuck? And then the kid went to give me the trophy.
Yeah.
But hold on, but I never wanted the trophy. I was like, no, and I kept trying to argue, no, I don't want the trophy. I don't want the fucking trophy. Leave me alone.
So then accept defeat, you little bitch.
But they basically forced this trophy on me that I didn't want it. And then I was...
But that's not what you were showing people, because I wasn't around in your head at the time. I'm just saying, because right now, as an adult, you're saying I had accepted defeat. What I'm telling you, because then you were a child with adults. No matter what you said, adults knew that you had not accepted defeat. That's why you were still bawling your eyes out. When you accept defeat, is you stop crying. You're like, it happened, boys. Okay, we'll move on. The fact that you're crying means you didn't accept it. But for some reason, these two opposite thoughts are in your head at the same time. But you were a child. It's fine. What I'm saying is, even now, you're
But hold on, you can be sad about something and still cry.
No, but you were bawling because you hadn't accepted defeat yet, which is fine. You were a kid, but just accept the fact that you were a child who lost. You didn't like losing. I didn't like losing as a kid. Nobody does.
Of course.
That's it. But for some reason, you're like, no, I had accepted defeat. You can't even accept defeat now. How would you do when
I
you're a
have
child?
a question. That kid that handed you the trophy, is he like a billionaire today?
That would be amazing.
Right? What fucking dignified, beautiful, classy move from a fucking 9-year-old.
But
they made him give this trophy. A kid wins a trophy, he has it for life.
But
this guy's like,
but hold on.
like fucking, he became Gandhi.
Yeah,
But the thing is, I was always very ashamed of that trophy. I hated it. I think I gave it to my brothers. Or some shit.
I would.
I left it in my brother's room.
You should have left the building with it.
Yeah.
Why did you leave with it?
He's a child, bro.
I think because my mother was yelling or something. I don't remember. I
think I agree. It was because your mother was yelling.
I don't remember.
Wanted to end the situation.
Yeah, I don't remember
He's like,
all of the
I'm already
facts.
embarrassed. Stop embarrassing me further.
Yeah.
But I was embarrassed. Like I would look at that trophy. I remember when I was a kid, I would look at it and I would feel embarrassed. I hated it. I hated looking at that trophy.
So wait, this is a trophy
on.
that used to cause emotional damage, and you kept having it around the house.
Eventually I gave it to like my brothers. Or I left it. No, I didn't give it to. I left it in my brother's room.
What did you award them for? Like, what did you say? This is,
I left it there,
this is
and
called making your bed.
And then I think
she wanted to do something good.
I think we threw it out. We threw it out like a few years ago or some shit. Like it was broken or something. I'm like, just fucking throw the shit out.
What happened to that other kid?
I don't remember.
How do you not know that? If I'm staring at that fucking trophy my whole life, I'm gonna want to know where this kid is.
I remember same place.
I think it was a little bit younger than me.
We lost in the finals.
I guarantee you he's a success somewhere.
And they didn't want to do the ceremony of the trophies. That they want to do it months later. And then we went months later. The first place didn't have a representative. So after they gave us the second place medals, they gave us the first place trophy. And then we're like, well,
What's the
What
fucking
are we,
point?
yeah, what's the point? We have the second place. It's not like you give us the first place medals and the first place trophy. You give us the second place, and it's like, well, because what are we gonna do with the trophy? We're just gonna throw it out. Here, you take it.
But it defeats the entire ceremony.
Bro, they were so disorganized. Everyone was just getting medals.
It defeats the whole purpose of the ceremony.
Trust me, Poseidon, you don't have to cry. Too bad you didn't know this at the time, but you could have literally asked for one to the people. They were just giving you. They were so stupid back then. They were so disorganized. These trophies meant nothing.
Yeah, no, 100%. But yeah, but
there's a trophy store on Jerry.
Yeah,
but they understood that like as if I wanted it, like they thought it was gonna make me feel better, but it didn't.
it doesn't make you feel because
it made me feel worse.
What makes you?
And this is like where you go to.
Like
Greek,
I was able to
this is
still.
What
Greek
makes
school.
you feel bad is the loss.
Yeah.
Even
Yes,
if I
there you
give
go.
you 10 trophies, you still lost. That's what he felt bad because he lost. Like everyone
there you go.
feels. Yeah.
Might I add something?
Plus, it was fresh because you know how you said I was over it. You weren't over it because you were a child that just lost in the tournament. It's gonna take you days to get over it, but that's normal.
Well,
This is a moment
okay.
where your under siege father on an inflatable couch on Long Island should have been there to be a
Yes,
father to
yeah,
explain to his
100%.
son winning and losing.
Yeah, this is gonna.
Your
this
mother
is gonna sting.
did the best she could.
Yeah, this is gonna sting for
father
a
should
couple
have
of
been-
days.
Oh no, I'm not bashing my mother.
I'm
No,
saying-
you didn't take that as a bad.
Your father should have been there to explain.
This
Yes,
is gonna
but,
sting for
honestly-
maybe a couple of days. It's normal though. This is what you mean
Yes.
because you lost.
Yes.
You're not over it, but trust me, you will
Yeah.
be. With time, it'll heal everything.
Yeah.
And then slowly after a while, after 2 days, you start thinking about it less, and then more and more.
Yeah.
And then
You move on.
He would have spoke to you the next week. So you remember how last week?
Yeah.
You thought that was the whole world that crumbled. Now you realize, and there's little lessons, right?
Yeah. But honestly, I think it was better that my father wasn't there for that moment either. Because
Yeah, no, you can't deal with both of them.
My father would have been like, "Oh, you dumb. How can you lose?" Like my father's
Yeah,
like
but
that.
I'm
Yeah.
saying-
So he would have put me even more down as a kid. I
Dad-
would have had more psychological issues. So no.
Dad, it's a team sport. It's not up to me. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Why don't you just grab with your hands? They're all avoiding it.
Yeah. Well, no, not to that level of stupidity. But he would have been something like, "Dumb. How can you lose to this team?" Something
to
to
piss
put
you
the
off.
kid down. Yeah. Something that would have pissed me off even more.
You realize I'm a small child. Yeah, you're a fat kid.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Your father with the monster trucks, man.
Like
I can't believe that was.
I remember when I bought my car. He told me something so fucking stupid, bro. I want to backhand him, bro.
A real
And it's
man
rare.
would have bought a helicopter
It's rare. It's rare that like for me to want to smack somebody.
to feel physically ill.
It's rare, incredibly rare, and you have to do something so bad or so stupid.
It has to be like car related, like danger, or
Yeah.
or you physically assault him.
You
And
were like
even
shocked
then-
a human being could have these words come out of their mouth.
Yes,
Okay.
and even then, like I've had somebody push me, and I still didn't. Like,
yeah, I've been around him when he gets pushed. Even the guy downstairs, remember?
Yeah,
and
you
he
know-
won't resort to violence.
I won't. It won't be my first. It has to. You really have to. Like I really have to feel threatened.
Okay.
Like legit threatened.
What happened here?
But so my father, bro. So we buy the car. There's that, and I was enjoying the car, you know. And he goes, "You like it, eh?" I go. He goes, and I was doing sales at the time where I was looking for a job in sales. He goes, "You want to be a real salesman? In 5 years, when you're done paying this off, I'll know you're a real salesman if you sell it for more than what you got it for."
In 5 years.
When the car
So
is
you're
worth
just basically
less.
gonna
But
go
it's a car and it depreciates.
and you got no, but he's saying go find a stupid person and hustle them. That's what
But
he's saying.
there's not that level of stupidity where I'm gonna be able to sell something that depreciates.
You should have
that
said
much.
more.
You should have
For
said, "Okay,
more,
give me
yeah.
30 grand."
Huh?
You should have said to him, "Give me 30 grand."
You should have told him, "Give me 30 grand for this car."
But
I'll
I
do
got
it.
so angry, and I got so angry that he told me.
Yeah.
I was like, ah, fuck, bro. Do I tell him? But I was like, I just
You held it
avoided
in.
the.
But I get
argument.
his point and I get your point. I get both points.
No, I don't get his point at
His
all.
point is he's trying to
No.
he was trying to say
Bro, that,
drive it and then still make money on it.
no,
he
that's
was
not
trying
what
to say
he's
something
no,
like
no,
that.
no, no,
Guido,
you
Guido,
don't know my
stop.
father. You don't know my
Stop with your
father.
lunatic nonsense. It's the equivalent of someone saying, "Guido, you're a podcaster.
Okay,
right? You want to be a real podcaster, bro? Why don't you do a podcast with Donald Trump?"
Okay, I get it.
Like-
Yeah, like that. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
like,
There you go.
like
There
it's
you go.
that easy.
I
That's
was
such
actually
a-
trying to
such
give
a
credit to
stupid
your dad,
comment.
then I get it.
It's such a low IQ comment.
Yeah, he said. I was like.
It's words for the
Which-
sake of saying words.
By the way, I love my father. Like, even though
I get
almost
it, I
everything,
get it.
You know,
Bro, I love my father as much as the next guy.
Yeah, like I
get
saw him recently. I'm not gonna get into details, and I got emotional. Anyways, whatever.
Okay.
So you know, but he said that, and I was inside of me, bro. I was fuming,
Yeah, it's a bit of a dick move.
See, it's so strange. I actually think of this sometimes.
especially since like I was struggling. Anyways, whatever.
I have a very positive father figure. And I
Yes.
think of other people that have non-positive father figure. It's so weird how I
Poseidon has me.
I don't have well, no, everyone has their substitution.
Give me a beer, son.
But I get it. It's amazing.
Give me a beer, son, so I get drunk and smack your mom. Give me a beer.
Yeah,
I'm a positive role model.
yeah, we take that for
I
granted.
walk around the studio and the wife beater and just smacking chicks.
Take that for granted.
Yeah, but I find
At least you never had that.
what.
You never had like an abusive dad, like around beating people up and shit. Because that would have been worse.
No, but I remember.
I've gotten a beating from my dad.
No. The worst, I don't think, is even you getting smacked down. I think the worst is if your dad's just beating up your mom, because then you feel like there's no power, because the only authority figure is an authoritarian one.
Yeah.
And it could take out the other one. So now you both feel like victims. So you feel like I have no strength. It's not good for kids.
You know what?
Worse than that is you both get beaten.
A 3-year-old will register that.
Yeah, it's
subconsciously.
Not good. Yeah, it's not good to fight. It's not good to fight in front of your kids, but it's not good to beat each other up.
Probably a lot of baby boomers grew up like that. You know why?
They didn't know
because
they're
they're
stupid.
shell-shocked, fucking war-torn parents just came back from seeing war and started drinking because they saw dead bodies and probably beat
and
the shit out of
everything they
them.
would snap. It's like, this coffee's cold, and it would smack them across the head. Like, you don't think that's a bit of an excessive
baby
reaction to
boomers
coffee being cold?
World War II baby boomers got beat.
They also saw their friends' limbs spread out.
Kids who are
It doesn't excuse it. It doesn't excuse it.
You know what?
but-
Actually, you won me over. It does excuse it. I'm with you now.
Well, I mean, if
Poseidon
you
makes
see,
a hell of an argument
look,
for
hold on.
domestic abuse.
It doesn't excuse it, but if you see, what I'm trying to say is I understand, but I don't. There's no way I excuse that kind of behavior. Obviously not. But I mean, if somebody saw their friend's limbs explode all over the place,
If anything, I think I condone this behavior.
There was an underrated movie around the time of Private Ryan called Once We're Soldiers, We Were Soldiers, Mel Gibson. Underrated. Very good movie.
We were soldiers.
We Were Soldiers. You see that movie?
I don't think so.
Oh, it was fucking good. There's a part where like some shit blows up or whatever, some chemical falls on the guy, and they go lift one of their friends is on the floor, and they said, let's go pick him up. But when they picked him up, the chemical that fell on the guy caused all his skin to just rip off his legs when they picked him up.
Jesus
and the guy
Christ.
screams, ah! You just see the bone. It goes from like, imagine you pick up your friend and all of a sudden his bone's exposed.
Just thinking about it makes you want to faint.
Yeah. Mel Gibson's really good at that. We'll say Mel Gibson's a great fucking director.
Very good at violence.
Yeah, at violence, he's a champ, man.
God damn.
He was violent with his wife too.
Yes. He
But he's seen some shit.
You think so? Not real shit though. He saw it in the movies he directed.
He made it.
I heard that one of the darkest things. I don't know why this shit shows up on my YouTubes because I'm crazy. Last words said by serial killers.
Yeah, you're insane.
Before they are killed.
One of them said, "Watch out for Guido."
No, one guy said he was killed by it was a European serial killer, and he was killed by guillotine. So he asked
Prince Louis III.
Yeah, he asked the executioner. Serious question. For a split second, once my head gets chopped off, will my ear, for a split second, hear the blood gushing out of my jugular? Ugh. So that one got me, yeah. That was kind of,
That's fucking, people still cut heads off. That's always...
Oh, yo, there was a story that we were talking about in history class.
The decapitation was during the fucking early 2000s when they were fucking Al-Qaeda was decapitated.
Yeah.
I never watched those.
They're still decapitating.
But there was a guy who was like, the guy was squealing like a pig and he was literally
Jesus.
It's not a
using
pig.
like a...
You sound like a sheep getting slaughtered.
Yeah,
it's very
he
bad.
was using a saw, so it was like a back forth.
Yeah,
back
it's
forth.
very bad.
That
Very
had
bad.
to be the worst. Like guillotine, at least it's 1 second.
I don't like any of this. You guys are making me uncomfortable.
What the hell are we talking
There was in
My
history
nipples are
class.
hard.
There is a story that stayed with me that I heard from when I was a kid. We were talking. I think we were. I don't remember which class it was. It was obviously history, but I don't remember like which year or whatever.
Jack and the Beanstalk.
We were talking about the French Revolution, the guillotine and shit. And when they decapitated the royalty, I think it was the queen or the princess. She had so many jewels that when they how do we say collier in English?
Necklace.
She had so many necklaces and beads and shit, and they
got stuck.
They put her on the guillotine. It only went halfway,
Oh!
so they had to bring up the guillotine
You think she was screaming?
Yeah,
Bro, you think they would have removed that shit first?
and they
Yeah, take
but
off the
they
fucking-
didn't. They didn't remove it, and then they had to hack it down a second time. Or I think they had to go.
I almost fainted just now. Stop.
Oh Jesus fucking Christ, bro! Like I'm like, you know what's crazy is when I was a kid, they were saying that story, and
You pictured it.
I pictured it.
That's why.
I
It's fucked.
I
Yeah.
already.
And that's when I had to hide the first erection in the
I thought
classroom.
you were gonna say the beads that broke and all the beads went flying like marbles.
No, I got stuck halfway.
Whoa.
Yeah, it was like it's one of those horrific stories from like olden times and shit.
my God.
And bro, like I remember, like I already
I'm
have
actually feeling woozy.
like I think it made me not lose sleep, but
Have
like, it
wet
made me-
dreams.
it made me very uncomfortable as a kid.
Like,
Like
there was
I
this-
imagined that, and I was like, Jesus fucking Christ, who says that in like in a
I think the worst serial killer in like history was
Hitler.
besides that is Dr. Death.
Dr. Kevorkian.
No, not Dr. Death Kevorkian. He was killing people by their choice.
Yeah, he wasn't killing anyone.
There was this doctor in Britain that was offing fucking old people. He killed maybe 200.
God damn.
But they were fucking annoying.
Yeah, no, that's so fucked. That's so. Or then what's the? There was one guy. He was a serial killer, and he ended up on the show The Dating Game. And the girl picked him to go on the date, and then she said he creeped her out, so she canceled the date and stayed
thank
alive.
God.
Yeah.
Oh my God, she dodged a bullet,
And
bro.
that guy is still in jail, or is
You know what?
Gonna die soon.
Let's talk about more uplifting stuff.
Yeah, no, wait, but yeah, I got one more.
Okay.
I got another one.
Another freaky one. Fucking what was his name? The Night Stalker.
Night Stalker.
Basically, it was something dark and terrible. Forget it.
Yeah, let's not. Let's. In other good news.
Yeah, and other good news.
So
Yeah,
well,
you
not
know,
good news, but yesterday I want to talk about.
Oh, bro.
Yesterday something
My
funny.
podcast is charting in Angola. That's some good news.
Well,
I don't
Apple
even know.
Podcast
Okay.
Angola, number 60, the Pantelis podcast.
I'm sorry. Where is
A,
Angola?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know where that is, and I didn't know that place existed until this very moment.
Well, there you go. Now you know.
No, I know Angola.
I'm gonna fucking.
Isn't Angola? No, Anguilla.
I'm
is,
big in
an
Angola,
eel.
baby.
So yesterday, I brought my girlfriend out for her birthday,
Yes.
Sorry to hear
Happy
that.
birthday, girlfriend.
and we went to a
Celebrating
nice,
the big 1-6.
yeah, no 1-3.
Oh, by the way, because of that Britney Spears shit you guys did last week, I've been watching Britney Spears music videos.
Good. So and whatever, we go to this nice restaurant, we're eating and everything, but the coffee mug that he brought me coffee in after the waiter
Central
was
Africa.
very nice.
Angola is in Central Africa.
Oh, cool.
It said world's best dad.
No, it was very nice. It was matte black, and I liked the side. Like it was a nice coffee mug.
You stole it, didn't you?
So even worse, bro. The waiter comes over before he brings the bill, and I go, "Let me ask you, bro."
Can I
I
have
go,
this?
"Can I steal this coffee mug, bro? I really like it."
At least you asked.
And he goes, and he starts laughing, bro. Starts laughing. He goes, "No joke." He goes, "You know what? If I'm not around and I don't see it, whatever."
Wait,
he goes.
Were you in Montreal or you were away?
I was in Laval.
Okay.
What a low budget move, though.
Bro.
Let's be honest. If you're the waiter, you're like, bro, the city's gone to shit.
Bro, so what I do,
What
bro?
a low class move.
Bro, I chug the coffee. I go, bro, I put it in water. I wash it, bro. I dry it up. I go, okay, here.
Put in your purse.
It's
Put it in
not
first.
uncommon for people to steal
I'm an
beer,
accessory to a crime.
an ashtray,
All this happened allegedly, bro.
a beer mug.
But I left
but
a really
coffee
good tip,
cup?
all this to say, bro.
You took a coffee cup?
Yeah, coffee mug. I really
The
liked
manager's
it.
like, what happened to the coffee cup? The guy who came in with the underage girlfriend? I think he stole it.
Was
Doesn't
it a
sound like
mug?
a crime he
Like a
committed.
mug?
It was a coffee mug, yeah. I really liked it, yeah.
What's so special about it?
He's a Malaga.
Buy it at the
Yeah.
dollar
I
store.
have these moments where I have to.
Guido, here's the problem with you. You spend so
I'm
much
so confused.
You spent so much time pretending to be a millionaire on apps, you forgot how the low-class peasantry lives. You forgot this is what they do.
I had a good run.
They
for
do
a
this
while.
and get COVID all
It's a
day.
victimless crime,
All
bro.
they do is
Victimless
this.
crime. Why
They
not?
just do this and catch COVID
I
all
was,
day.
I was actually thinking about my
That's what the peasants are up to.
the eye caca. Here it is.
This is what they do, bro. all day.
I
They share COVID. They share COVID, and they.
Oh, my
steal
girlfriend was
coffee
so
mugs.
embarrassed. She's like, "Fuck, I can't go anywhere with you." I was like,
Can I ask you why you decided
Legally.
to go? This is a place you normally go to. You've been
No.
there a few times.
No.
First and last
Why
time.
do you love? Why do you love going to Laval so much?
It's easy. It's
parking.
right here. Yeah,
parking.
so you can park
The
anywhere.
parking situation.
Okay, that's actually the reason why I don't go.
You don't
I'll
like
tell
to
you
park.
why. No. I learned
I like
this-
having trouble parking.
Yes,
I
I
learned
like
this-
complicating
no.
my life for absolutely no reason.
I learned this from traveling a lot.
Oh.
A lot of the world looks like Laval. When I say it looks
Yeah.
like Laval, I mean it looks like a Marché Central.
Americanized.
Yeah.
It looks like the mall right
Big
here, the
malls,
Marché
big strip
Central.
clubs.
And no matter how nice the restaurant
Strip
is,
malls. I said strip clubs.
no matter how nice the
Big
restaurant,
strip clubs as opposed to small ones.
no matter how nice the restaurant is that you're in this Marché Central type place, it's still a cookie cutter type place. And
Get to
you're,
the point,
you're
bro.
sitting
You're
out
fucking
on the
pissing me off.
patio, you're sitting out on the terrace, and you're staring at a parking lot.
I get it.
Whereas if you're in Montreal on actual like old streets, you have the neighborhoody, the New Yorkness, the walking,
okay. Get to the
walking on
point.
Saint Denis, going to nice places. That's all.
Okay,
I just
look.
don't. I learned to avoid those places.
For the
agree.
record, before you even start, I agree it's nice. Those bro, it's the middle of fucking winter. You're not gonna sit
There
on
you go.
a fucking patio. You wanna park your car and slippery slide walk into the
Yes.
restaurant and eat your food and fuck right off.
100%. So in the summer, hold on before you continue that. In the summer, June, July, August,
Your argument may
even
be
September.
valid.
You know what? I'll fucking do that. I'll go with a nice
But
view
you're
or
making
whatever.
it sound like downtown is packed and there's no parking. That's always give downtown a chance before.
No,
going to
but
other
it
places.
is. That's the issue. It is packed.
No, it's not.
And there, yeah,
no, it's not.
it's always packed, and there's never
Where?
any
When?
parking. So
But,
in the
you-
summer, hold
you-
on.
you go to
in the
the-
summer,
to the
hold on. Let me
comedy
finish.
club. I'm saying
In the
that.
summer, I'll do the sacrifice and park somewhere far and take a nice walk to the
I get it.
restaurant or
Okay,
whatever.
at least you do that.
You know what I mean?
At least
But in winter, bro, I want at the entrance right there. I'm not sitting on a terrace in winter. I don't give a fuck. But this was not a cookie cutter place. This was it was a nice joint.
Okay. I know. I'm
It's Irish. It's called Restaurant McDonald.
McDonald's.
I used to like Hurley's Irish Pub. You been there? Hurley's?
You know, I always like the decor of Irish pubs, kind of like that wood.
It was a hangout place for a
but-
while.
yeah, but-
Bob Gainey. We used to see Bob Gainey, Captain Montreal Canadiens, there every day.
But not just that. I'm talking about the decor, the wood and
dark,
everything.
yeah.
The only thing I never liked about Irish pubs and shit is it always smelled like piss and old beer.
It smelled like beer that was on the wooden floor that soaked into the wood.
Yeah, I hate
No,
that.
that and the band from the movie Titanic playing. The little fucking fiddle. That
We're
fucking-
going down.
yeah, you know that fucking Irish music. For after a while, it gets to your head. But or else it was very
Is that what Irish music? I thought Irish music was the sounds of drunk people yelling.
that too.
What?
Fine Irish music, my friend.
Oh.
I went over his head quick.
Yeah,
It's
it
okay.
did.
No. I was thinking of that gag. Remember that fucking Pepe Le Pew Italian guy at the Trevi Fountain trying to fuck girls?
Oh yeah.
He said, "What you in Ireland? You go pick up girls in pubs?" And the guy goes, "No. In Ireland, we pick up girls off the floor in pubs." That was a good line.
That's funny.
Because the type of girls that hang out in Irish pubs usually have some kind of a sweatshirt on that has a university logo on it, and they're usually passed out. That's the type of girls that hang out in Irish pubs. But I used to love
Simon's
Guinness.
planning a trip.
I used to love Guinness. I miss Guinness.
His mind was right. That was hilarious. He's just thinking. He's like, how much would that cost? Can I go for like a weekend? What if I go for just like 3 days? Nobody will even know. I just fly in and out. I just have party at a pub. I can lift people up. I'm strong. I can pick them up.
I can lift 3 broads at the same time.
I'm sorry. Didn't they have an open mic at Hurley's for a while?
They had an open mic everywhere.
But
I got to go to an open mic like tonight.
so hold on, these broads, they picked them up off the floor because they had fallen or something.
Because
They were blackout drunk.
They were black and they fell. Did they fall from grace or something?
Yes, they fell from grace.
I hate everything about it.
Did they? I love me so
Hey,
much.
I didn't mind it. It was pretty good.
Today's top 5.5 big companies who've actually fallen from grace.
All right,
Grace.
numeral cinco.
Grace.
State of Grace, good movie.
Number 5, starting the list off strong with Blockbuster Video. They were the top of the top as far as video rental is concerned, and then they have fallen from grace by not existing.
Yes. So, fun fact about Blockbuster Video, they went bankrupt and closed all the locations. There's only that one location open somewhere in Kansas or whatever.
Yeah, but they're just using the rights. It's not a real
Yeah,
location.
there you go. The rights. It's more like a touristy type of
it's
shit.
like a museum.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you. There you go. So the thing is about Blockbuster is they weren't actually even making that much profit. They were in debt for most of the time, and then they got really indebted. They only made profit for about 2 years, and their business model was to make money off of late fees. It wasn't actually to make off of the rentals.
They had big ass late fees. It
Yes.
would be the whole price of the video, not because I remember my local video store, Armenian guy, it was like $1 a day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But that's why they started selling a lot of junk food, because they were banking on you becoming fat and lazy and
Yeah, they
not
always had that
returning the
popcorn
film.
machine.
oh, conspiracy theory.
They had the whole wall of the newest video that came in.
Yeah. So here's another thing. Now,
Posters.
there were ways they could have made more money, do premieres and shit, and they were actually looking to go into the online streaming business. I think they were looking at buying Netflix.
At one point, they had a chance to
No,
buy.
they weren't
were-
looking at buying Netflix.
Yeah,
Netflix
no, I-
offered them to buy it. They said we should go, and then they laughed Netflix out of the room.
No, you know what? But you know what happened? There was also an investor who was also an activist that apparently was against like the internet or whatever the fuck.
Fucking internet.
He was like a brick and mortar activist, basically a hipster. And
brick and mortar actors. I've never heard of this.
yeah, he was for more like a traditionalist. He was for like keeping up the brick and mortar. Fuck online. Fuck streaming.
Fuck Amazon, yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
a conservationalist as far
Yeah,
as
he's
concerned
part of the reason
store.
that they were talked out of purchasing
I
Netflix.
don't
tricked
remember the
Yeah,
end
no,
of-
this guy was an investor, so he thought this was a good thing for the company. Like he thought that it wasn't good to evolve. He said they
That's what
should
I'm
stick
saying.
to
So
the
he
roots.
tricked Blockbuster.
Basically, yeah. But he was an
Oh,
investor,
wow.
so he tricked himself too. He was a fucking idiot.
Okay, but I don't remember. Towards the end, were we putting Blockbuster videos in mailboxes or no, or just returning them to the store?
The store.
To the
Because-
store, but they had that thingamajig, I think, where you could slide it in or whatever.
Because
Yeah, that's not what we're
Netflix
saying.
took the
The red box approach.
Red Box and Columbia House.
Yeah.
Columbia House was you get all these CDs for a penny, but then if you don't cancel Columbia House, these CDs are always going to be showing up in your mailbox.
But for a lot more than a penny.
For a lot more, and you have to cancel. I remember it drove my mother crazy. They would target kids that didn't know any better, you know. But that's how Netflix started with the Red Box, and it was brilliant. I remember I've said this story before, but I remember in New York in it's got to be the year 2000 or something like that. Netflix, when they were still the rental mail video company, was doing a marathon. They were they were creating binge watch in Times Square. You could go to Netflix in Times Square. They rented that fucking Good Morning America's location just to watch Lord of the Rings. So if Lord of the Rings had not come out yet, that's when they did it. So when the hell was that? 2002?
It was around 2000, yeah.
Yeah, that shit. And that was. I remember hearing the word Google for the first time in 1999.
God damn.
Yeah.
So that's what happened to a black bass here.
Every time Blockbuster would call for late fees, and my mother would answer, she would say, "Who's this black bastard that's
That's
calling?"
what
all the
my
time?"
mom would call it Blackbuster.
Black
And I'd be
bastard.
like, don't yell that out.
Black bastard is called.
It sounds different when it comes out of your mouth. It's like, well, it's called Blackbuster.
You know who I used to run into at a Blockbuster all the time? George Papadakos.
Oh, DJ.
Yeah, I used to recommend movies for him.
Okay.
Disco Maker.
Yeah.
All right. Numero cuatro.
He's good at his job though.
All right, let's see. Number 4.
This one was surprising.
Pizza Hut. Yeah, that's true. They used to have their own buildings, custom made for them, and now they're nothing. They're
Yeah.
kiosks.
There is a Pizza Hut not far from here. Do you know where it is?
It's like
That just goes to show how
it's a hole in the wall.
hole in the wall it is
Yeah.
that it used to be. It's not far from where that Domino's is.
What was the phone number? 514-311-1111.
You gotta be a real.
Or 311-1111. Or some shit.
Was that really it?
I think hold
I've
on.
never known the Pizza Hut number.
I think yeah, when I was a kid I knew it. I was like 'cause
Pizza Hut
when I was a kid I loved Pizza Hut.
invented the stuffed crust,
Sadly.
cheese, and they had the
Sadly.
the Sunday
The
Oh, they
Sunday
have
bar.
individual numbers now.
Unlimited ice cream you could go make. The nicest Pizza Hut was probably the one where the Cary Orange Julep was. That was like a real legit.
Oh, there was a Pizza Hut there.
Wherever the Walmart.
Yeah,
is.
the no, it's at the Cary Square, the mall.
Yeah, there you go. The
Where
Cary Square.
is,
Yeah, the
where-
Cary Square.
where, yeah.
I remember going to that Pizza Hut a lot. We loved going there. Remember they would bring us there a
Yeah.
lot.
That's the only legit, because the Pizza Hut around here is next to like a Cafe Creole, like just.
Yeah. A hole in the wall.
But
It's
I
just
remember-
deliveries and pickups.
But even in the States, I don't see them anymore. I don't.
Yeah, no, they've gone.
Where did they fuck up?
I don't know actually.
Well,
I
maybe
always-
it's the fact that actual pizza restaurants would open up and all they were serving was garbage frozen. It's basically frozen pizzas.
Because I don't
I
think
think they
Pizza
start-
Hut even had delivery anymore, did they?
That's how they make their money.
No, but I don't remember Pizza Hut having their type of cars.
No, they had. It used to be for years.
They had Pizza Hut cars.
Yeah,
And they
of
had
course.
the
Like
they had
St.
the
Hubert?
buffets
They were
and
big.
everything.
They were big.
They were
Wow,
big. They
so
were
that
very
really
big.
took a beating. That's probably because the quality got shittier. It
No,
was-
the quality was the same. The problem is
Yeah.
people realized when real pizza restaurants would pop up around
Yeah.
like the country that oh fuck, this isn't actually pizza.
Because I remember it being
I think
very
Domino's fucked them
very
over, too.
bready.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just all bread.
Yeah, I remember it being very bready, but Domino's is decent. For
Decent.
for a fast
It's
food
very
pizza.
junky. It's very.
If you like Pakistani pizza, Domino's is awesome.
Yeah.
But if you like Italian,
I'm boycotting Domino's, by the way. I've been boycotting them for a while now.
I
Yeah, he
think
got the
the
whole
last
thing
thing
with
I
the-
ordered
Yeah.
from Domino's.
I love their
was- I
cheesy
wanted
bread
to
though. It's
see
a shame.
their Brooklyn style, whatever the hell they had. They have some Brooklyn style with the
Oh, I
bigger
don't know.
pepperoni. I don't know.
But Pizza Hut had the pan pizza, which was not bad.
Pan pizza is the Pizza Hut version of what probably a Chicago pizza would be. Or
No,
pan
no,
pizza
no,
is
that's-
just thicker crust, like focaccia.
Yeah, it's thicker. The
It's
dough
very
is thicker.
bready.
That one was
What
all
they
right.
call the Sicilian slug.
I like thin.
Yeah.
I like big butts.
I like thin and a little crispy.
Yeah, but I remember
Yeah,
when they
that's it.
introduced
That's
the stuffed crust. I loved as a kid, loved it, and then I would get extra marinara sauce and dip the crust in the marinara as if it was a breadstick.
Bro, you don't understand. He was upset. He would go around the neighborhood stuffing other kids' crust.
Yeah,
By crust, I mean.
but instead of cheese, I used wieners.
Yes, in California,
And then
the
people would catch like,
marinara
what are you guys
sauce-
doing? He's like, I'm doing the Pizza Hut.
I remember people getting mad when I was at Joe's there in Santa Monica. They would get
Look at all
mad.
this
They would
cheese.
say, "How come you don't have ranch?" They would get mad. Can I have ranch? They would get mad at me for
Oh,
not
that's
having ranch
disgusting.
because they had to dip their crust in the ranch sauce. They were getting mad that we
You,
didn't. have
you
ranch.
didn't catch what he just said.
I missed it. I was talking about ranch.
The cheese. That's
Was
disgusting,
what,
bro.
the cheese? What did you say?
Listen, bro, if my shit goes over your head, I'm not rewinding
He's not
for you.
rewinding. What did he
slowpoke.
say? Tell it to me.
Yeah, fuck. What did he? It was it's a lot of cheese. Speaking about stuffing the crust of other children,
What?
like dick cheese.
Okay. You know what?
That's
the,
quite a leap.
You know what the proper.
That's what you meant, no?
Oh, you sicko.
That's what the joke was.
Do you know what
Oh,
the
you're
proper term for?
disgusting.
I'm disgusting.
Yeah,
You're
bro.
disgusting.
I'm not disgusting. I'm sitting here.
What is
trying
the
to produce
medical
this fucking
term?
shit show.
What is the medical term
Smegma.
for dick cheese? Do you know that?
Yeah,
I
smegma.
can't believe Poseidon knows
Of
the
course,
word
right? But
smegma.
his nickname used to be Smegma.
Oh.
No, it wasn't.
Bringing back bad memories. Look at
What are you
that.
talking about?
He's choking.
Smegma.
That's Smegma juice in there.
Smegma. It sounds like Lord of the Rings. Oh, that's Smeagol.
Yeah, it's Smegma, my precious wiener.
Andy Circus.
Yeah. What a name, man.
Blockbuster is no longer, unless we're in West Virginia.
What Andy Circus is disgusting.
No, the smegma, all that. Is,
Just the name,
There's
the
nothing
word.
wrong with Smegma.
Yes, there is. The word Smegma.
no, after a long day, there's nothing wrong with it. Like if you go home, you just gotta wash your dick.
Bro, stop talking, bro.
You thought
Just
you've
the
never had
word-
Smegma on your dick?
The word Smegma
No.
is disgusting.
You've
I
never
don't-
had
Smegma-
dick cheese?
Smegma is
Never.
caused
That's a lie.
by
No.
dried night before cum.
Yeah, I've never had Smegmas.
No.
As dick cheese.
Do you know how I know what Smegma is? Because when I used to be young at the gym with Harry and all those guys, you know, they would make fun of shit and they would have like papers and look, this is Smegma. You know what Smegma is? I didn't find it from school. I found out from them. And I always used to worry that. I've never.
Smegma's not dried
I've
up.
never been schmegged. But then again, as you know, Poseidon, I am obsessed with showering and all that. But,
It
I've never
sheds skin
schmegged.
cells, skin oils, and moisture. It occurs in both male and female Yeah, so it's just dried skin and stuff. After a long day, like with the oils and shit, like that your body naturally produces, it creates this. It's impossible for you to not have smegma.
I don't have no
After a long day, obviously you go home at night, you wash
shower,
yourself,
yeah.
you pull your skin back,
and you wash yourself in the morning at night.
Yeah.
If you're circumcised, I think you don't have it as much.
You know who doesn't have I was going to say that.
Yeah.
You know who doesn't have a smegma problem?
And now people know I'm
Clipped. Clipped.
Yeah, there you go.
Clipped.
I don't have the schmegmeezers.
You're clipped?
That's none of your business, bro.
I had an adult circumcision.
All you need to know is that I have a clean dick, bro. That's all you need to know.
If we want to go there, I had an adult circumcision. Fucking worst
Why?
day of my life.
Yeah, why would you circumcise some dude?
Yeah.
I did not want it.
Okay.
There was a condition.
How do we start from Pizza Hut
I
and
don't
we
know,
got into
man.
smegma?
I don't know.
How the fuck did this happen?
But
That's disgusting.
I had
You literally, hold on. You literally started yelling alone, unprovoked, dick cheese.
You got mad at dick cheese.
Yeah, and then you looked at me and said, you said, and I never said dick cheese.
It's funny how he
you
asked
just kept
it.
saying,
Yeah.
yelling dick
Yeah.
cheese.
He said dick cheese over, and then he's like, "How did we get there?"
You keep.
Well, no, cheese. You said cheese.
You do a lot of this Freudian slip stuff.
Yeah.
I said cheese, you started yelling dick cheese.
Well,
Schmegma.
I thought that's
I'm
what you
like-
meant.
I'm
That's
like,
a
I don't
joke.
have-
Stuffed crust,
yeah.
and you're dick cheese.
Yeah, and then I go, I don't have schmegma. You're like, what do you mean you don't have schmegma? Everybody has schmegma. And then you try to justify
What would
your
you call
cheesy dick.
a dick cheese pizza?
Sorry?
So 25%.
Besides, now everybody's gonna ask, how cheesy is your dick?
Not that cheesy. You gotta.
Not that cheesy. He
But
said
you-
like it's a song.
But,
Not that cheesy.
but every night, you gotta wash your egg day.
I
You
like
gotta
how you're
wash your
saying
dick.
it to us. I wash all the time. You're reminding us to wash.
Yeah, but sometimes if you had a long day, let's say you peed 3-4 times a day, or whatever.
we really had a long
For anybody
day.
who has not
Meaning-
had
Because the
experience
days
with
take the same amount of
smegma,
time.
smegma kind of smells like a very, very pungent feta. Anyway,
You guys are fucked. I'm
so,
gonna puke.
so I'll explain. I can't believe I'm telling
I don't wanna
virtual
hear it, bro.
strangers
I
that
don't-
I had a 25% circumcision.
Why?
When I was 30, I developed a condition called
47 years ago.
phimosis.
What?
Phimosis is a tightening of the foreskin, which can now be treated with a cream. But at the time, the doctor, Jewish I might add, said, no, we're going to circumcise.
What is this Jewish obsession with circumcision? I don't understand this.
Apparently,
Well, Jewish
Abraham
obsession
did it
is-
with a rock.
Muslims do it too.
Sorry?
Abraham did it with a rock.
What?
Anyway,
That's funny. Poseidon wants to do it to the Rock.
That's disgusting.
Dwayne. So I got to tell you,
Oh, bro, I'm picturing that.
25%.
Jesus
So
Christ.
basically, I still have some foreskin, but
Okay.
I'm missing the tip. So the tip is always exposed. I
You
will
so-
never, ever circumcise any of my kids because I now know the difference between the two. And the desensitized version of my penis doesn't feel a blowjob as well as the rest of my dick. So,
But the rabbi, does he complain?
no.
Okay.
That's why. So sadly, circumcised men have never quite felt the luxury of real sex because they have been desensitized.
I believe it. believe
I'm
it.
telling you, 25% of my dick doesn't feel anything.
100% of my dick feels everything.
Correct. So I'll tell don't clip your kids.
But I really want to address this Jewish obsession with
It's not a
circumcision.
Jewish obsession.
Why? What do you mean? It's You're calling it a Jewish obsession.
Isn't it only the
many
Jews that
people-
circumcise?
No, Muslims do it.
All Americans, every American.
Yeah,
Why?
Yeah, people do it.
American, it's just part of. They think it's cleaner because for some reason they think
They
that
think it's cleaner
in
because of you.
2020
Because of people like you who don't
Hold
clean
on,
their dicks.
hold on. What are you talking? I do clean my dick every night.
Because of people like you who get dick cheese and clean their dicks
But it's
once
not
a
a
day.
natural thing to get dick cheese,
So
bro.
why don't you clean your dick more often?
I do clean
How about
my
when-
dick at the
you
end of
said
the
you
night.
clean at night. Why don't you clean the fucking morning too?
I do.
No, you don't. That's not what you said. You said you clean
Sometimes
at
I
night.
do.
You should all the time be fucking clean.
I can't just fucking whip out my dick in the bathroom either and just.
No, in the morning when you wake up, go and fucking wash
Bro, I
yourself.
understand, but let's say
At
you
night,
leave in
go
the
and
morning.
fucking wash yourself.
Let's
Be
say you
clean.
leave in the morning.
You're
You go.
misrepresenting all the rest of us.
Oh, what the hell, bro?
wash your dick on the bus. Listen, I don't know why
Fucking, bro, I'm gonna call you from now on dirty dick.
the way
What
I
you thought? Let's say you
Dirty
start your
Dick Diana.
okay. You start your day. Hold on, Guido. You start your day at 8. Hold on, bro. You start your day at 8, bro. You finish your day at 10, bro. It's
Yeah.
been a long day.
Yeah.
All those oils and all that dead skin amasses, bro.
How much skin is dying on
You
your
get
dick?
some dick
throughout-
cheese, bro.
Yeah,
This
no,
guy's got a-
That's 'cause-
got a cemetery on his dick.
He's got a cemetery. There's so
Oh,
much,
for fuck's sake.
There's so
All
much
the dead
death on
skin.
his dick. There's a tombstone.
That's how dead all the dead cells.
Yeah.
There's a little procession. They do a funeral. Listen, What fucking smegma, dick cheese? What?
All right, let's move on from this.
One moment now. To wrap it up, don't clip your kids.
Yes,
No,
that's
I lost my train of thought. Fucking.
Bro, there's so much death on your dick. They're trying to do a seance.
Ouija dick.
Well, bro, it's not my fault, bro. These fucking cadavers are fucking sexy.
Bro,
Have you
this is
seen
what
some of
you're
them?
gonna do, bro. This is my advice to you. Right before you leave the house all the time, take at least a body shower.
What is
Take a body
female
shower?
circumcision? They do it in Africa.
Oh, that's something
They
else.
literally cut off the clit.
Oh, yeah, they
Off
cut the clit,
because
yeah.
they don't want them to feel sexual.
That's like cutting off your dickhead.
Yeah,
That is
That's
one
exactly what that
Yeah,
is.
yeah,
That
yeah.
is one
That
of
is
the. That is
awful.
One of, it's one of the meanest,
That is slaughter.
paid,
Cruel.
yes, cruel things you
cruel.
could do to someone.
It's-
That is like.
The equivalent of cutting off your dickhead.
If you want, it's not the skin, bro. This is
It's
your
your
the
dick
equivalent
head
thing, your
gone.
dick head off.
And then
That
if
is
you want,
awful.
if you want to talk about like chicks getting mistreated, all that around the world,
That is the worst of the worst.
That is the worst
Hands
of the worst.
down.
and to top it off, they have to deal with so much rape on top of it. You know how
Yeah.
much, bro?
And
There's
now they
like,
can't even enjoy it.
there's an
Is that what you're getting at? You fucking
Technically,
psychopath.
he's not wrong.
That's what he's saying. That's what he's
Technically,
saying.
he's
That's
not
not what
wrong.
I'm trying to say, though.
Why did
That's
you
not
go
what
there?
I'm
Why
trying to
did
say.
you go there? You fucking.
Because,
bro, guys, you know how bad it is that they get their clits off, and
Even when they get raped, they don't feel it.
No,
on
because
top of it,
no,
they-
because hold on, on top
Poor
of the,
girl doesn't feel her rape.
because on top, no, hold
so
on, on top of
stupid.
the clit clipping, they have to deal with like a ton of rape, bro. So much rape happens in Africa. They had to create condoms with spikes, so these women walk around with fucking condoms that. Oh fuck! I just hurt my balls.
You
but,
hurt your smegma.
I hurt my left nut by mistake. They make these condoms with hooks that women walk around with all day. So like that, when a dude goes to rape them, his dick gets stuck, and when he pulls out the condom, and he has this condom on his dick. He can't pull off the condom. He has to go get it. He has to go to the hospital or whatever. So they know this guy's a rapist.
I'm
I love
typing
that.
in rape.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Rape prevention.
But imagine how much rape there has to have happening in order for somebody to be like, yo, we.
I'm just saying
No,
you
no,
could
I
have.
gotta-
It's insane,
You could
bro.
have brought it.
Rape
You could have
prevent
broached the
condom.
subject in different. Not when we said they cut their clits off, and then you go, yeah, and then when they get raped, you could have.
You know what?
It
That's a good
differently.
fucking bit for the stage, though.
That they can't enjoy it. When
They can't even fucking these fucking bros,
The-
my poor bros.
the-
They can't
No,
enjoy.
that's too, it's
Oh
too,
my
no,
God.
That's too much, huh?
It's not even because it's funny in this kind of moment because you misspoke.
That's true, that's true,
And then
that's
when
true,
I said
that's
it's
true.
funny.
Yeah,
It's
you're
funny
right.
as a tag, but on stage it just seems like you're like enjoy rape, which is not good.
Yeah, it's a bit too brutal.
It's good for a
yeah.
podcast like you when you misspoke. Now then it could be funny.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
on stage it will really
The
mean.
energy
Yeah, it
of
looks
the-
very brutal,
The
yeah.
energy in the room changes.
Yeah, the other energy. I
anti-rape-
don't like rape energy.
The
Yeah,
anti-rape
okay, I get it.
condom called the Rape Axe
Yep.
features rows of jagged hooks designed to attach to a man's penis
Good.
during penetration.
Yep.
Once attached, the condom can only be removed by a doctor.
Yep, there you go.
But I'm telling you right now, Poseidon, to solve your cheese problem, I think it will.
I don't have a cheese problem.
Before you leave the house in the morning, if you don't want to shower, you don't want to fix your hair, it doesn't matter. Take a body shower, clean yourself, and then do the same when you come back. That's what I do. I'm
Oh,
always
100%.
Irish
Before I
Spring.
came here now for the studio, right?
Yeah.
Before I came, that's what I did. Took myself a fucking nice little shower. When I get back now, before I'm
Yeah.
gonna do the same thing. And that night before I go to sleep, I'm gonna fucking
Yeah,
In
just
the summer, I
the
can
only
take
time,
3 showers a
yeah.
day.
In the summer,
the
I
only
take a lot,
time.
yeah.
Oh, in the summer I could
Take
take
a lot.
4. Yeah,
Yeah,
the
but I do it all the time. Like I like feeling clean. I don't like feeling dirty, bro.
No, but I do because of restaurant, I've switched from morning shower to night shower. Because I get home with
You have no choice.
smelling
Yeah,
like
yeah,
a deep
yeah.
fryer.
Yeah.
You have to.
So if I get into bed, I smell like calamari. So I have to do the nighttime shower. Shit.
But the thing is me, showers take long because of my hair, right?
Yeah.
So let's say at night, I could take a body shower, put a
there's
tie up
such
my
a
hair.
thing as overwashing your hair.
That's what I'm saying, exactly. So
Yeah.
then in the morning, then I could take my put shampoo,
Yeah,
conditioner.
yeah.
Because or else the excuse is, oh, you're gonna ruin your hair. I don't give a shit. But
No.
be clean, bro. Never go to sleep dirty. That's for
Oh
sure.
no, 100%.
Because well, no, not 100. Because you always have that one time. Remember the
No,
brushing?
no, but hold on.
If you do it twice, at least minimum.
No, hold on.
Reduce the time that you're.
I always
dirty.
say the minimum shower is once a day. That's the minimum. Always. I never
Okay.
miss. Never.
Good.
I've never
good-
missed a shower.
That's a good start. But since you said you have the cheese thing, then try doing double.
But I don't have a cheese thing. I'm just saying sometimes if you had a long day.
So then try doing double, and then
No,
you
but
get
it's
rid of that.
oh no. But I do most of the time I do double. Most of the time, I would say 70% of the time. 70% of the time I
do
double up on shower.
double shower?
Even in the winter. Because I personally feel more
I don't
comfortable
buy it.
and also I really enjoy showers.
I'm always freezing.
Who doesn't?
Me.
You don't like showers? I love a warm
I take
shower,
baths. I take baths like a pussy.
But in the summer, I ramp it up, and what's nice about the summer is I'll take slightly colder showers, and that feels even better because now it alleviates
Like a
from the
psychopath.
heat.
When Guido went crazy there last year, I think I may have done a nice world record of like 14 days without taking a shower. That was a lot of
Oh
fun.
Jesus fucking
Bro,
Christ!
just saying.
Well, you saw it. Did you see the condition
would
of
die.
my apartment at the time?
Yeah, there was
Yeah.
shit everywhere.
Yeah.
There was literal
that was
poop
terrible,
everywhere.
bro.
It was-
I don't know how you lived like that.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't. That's how I ended up in a hospital.
I remember that was the first
What
time.
had to happen happened.
If my apartment ever ended up becoming that way, I think I would set it on fire.
Can
bro.
I just say something?
There's no other better way to clean
no,
it.
it looked like it was.
I've always been empathetic to you. That was the first time he remembers that I actually got mad at you. Is
Yeah.
when I walked in and there was actual shit on the floor.
Yeah.
I
Dog
turned.
shit.
I
Yeah,
turned from
'cause-
sad to angry.
My poor dog who I have not seen anymore. Probably thankfully because I was not good. I was not well. I wouldn't even think to take him out because I was so fucked up.
I was so
the
mad.
poor bastard was shitting. He would go in my room and shit.
Which wouldn't have been the end of the world had you cleaned it up.
I didn't even
It's
know
true,
it was
actually.
there.
But you didn't even know where you were.
I didn't. I was not.
Yeah,
well.
that was
I
next
not
level.
well. Yeah,
That was next
I was
level
at the
shit.
next. I was. That's why fucking the cops brought me to the hospital.
But you
I
know
lost
what?
my mind. That's what losing your mind is.
But because of you going through it and then talking about it on podcast, there's probably going to be a number of other people that avoid going that step because you helped them out by talking about
yeah,
it.
Norm. He
Yeah.
came there yesterday.
Yeah,
This is the
see?
guy. Norm, my buddy.
Yeah.
He passed by the restaurant yesterday and. I gave him a pizza because he's friends with the guy at the dépanneur who I had to go buy some emergency items for the restaurant. And I said, oh, no, I have a podcast guy. He's the guy that brought up this issue of VPN. I never knew what the fuck a VPN was.
Yeah. Well, the Russians are going to know all about it now.
But so you guys obviously work with these things, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Virtual private network.
So VPNs, would you trust a brand like Norton or Kaspersky? These
No.
No?
No.
What-
VPN, go with like.
We'll talk about it off air.
Yeah.
And I need a recommendation.
I'll tell you the one I use. Yeah.
Yeah, I need that. That's really good. Fuck, I don't give a shit about if people see what I search for porn.
No,
I don't
it's
care.
not, that's not the point.
It's about,
Safety.
it's like you're sleeping and somebody is peeking through your window watching you sleep.
Yeah, yeah. It's kinda
It's
like
just that. It's simply immoral.
No.
I don't like that when we're talking about not smoking at the restaurant, all of a sudden the commercial comes on for quit smoking.
Yeah,
that. All right,
that's
smack my
weird.
chicks. What's next on
You
your
know,
list?
that's not right. Okay, so
All right, number 3.
companies that we no longer see. Number
three, companies that have sadly fallen from grace. Smegma
Yeah,
Incorporated.
exactly.
Kodak.
Yes.
Oh yeah. You
All
should
right.
take pictures of your cheesy dick.
So, what's amazing is that Kodak, for people who don't know,
you take this one over.
Before smartphones, people used to use film to take photos, and Kodak was a film development company. And guess who their spokesperson was? Bill Cosby. He would do Jello pudding pops and Kodak.
There was some stuff he chose not to
Yeah.
document though.
And I mean, I remember. I'm old enough to remember going to weddings and shit as a kid, and my parents having to stop at the dépanneur or the pharmacy to buy flash cubes.
I don't even know what that is.
I don't know what that
Right?
is. Yeah.
Okay, so a flash cube. Okay, do you remember these type of cameras where you would see them like this? They were flat like that.
I know exactly what that is. I've seen that, but I don't know what a flash cube is.
So you would go. They would look like ice cubes.
Yeah, yeah.
You would buy them in a dépanneur pharmacy. They would look like ice cubes in a
what is that? What does it
rock
do?
glass.
Okay.
And you would have to put 1, 2, 3, how many you need, because this is an external flash to take your picture. The light.
Oh my! And how does it know when to turn on?
You snap it into the device, the Kodak.
And then those run out,
then
and you gotta
they
buy
run
new
out.
ones.
And you have to buy new ones. It was flash cubes. I have to buy flash cubes. Otherwise, all your pictures would be dark.
What a gimmick and what a
Jesus
racket!
Yeah.
Flash cubes instead of just making a flash that works. On
Right.
it.
So that we used to have buy flash cubes. Then the
That's insane.
Yeah.
Polaroid.
It's been much.
But Polaroid, see, they still stuck around because, okay, at the time, because Kodak could have branched out into printers like Canon did.
Yeah.
You know, printers, digital printing.
I don't think they believed in
or,
the internet.
or Polaroid. Polaroid is still around, and they have the vintage option of instant flat photo that comes out and
we
prints
have a
out.
Polaroid here. Some
Right.
one of our guests took a
So
photo.
they went the Urban Outfitters vintage route, cool
Yeah.
hipster shit. They stuck around. Polaroid still probably makes photo paper for your Canon printer, but Kodak was lost. And I remember in Rochester, New York, that's where the Kodak headquarters is. They literally have a high rise. Like we're talking like a fucking, really building empty. And we performed the Italian Bad Boys of Comedy or whatever the hell it was over there. It was, I'm talking about like the theater they have just for employees there that no longer work there is like a 3,000-seater Place des Arts theater. And the whole fucking place is empty.
God damn.
That whole Rochester, New York, that was like most of the people in town worked at that place and it's gone. It's like a GM Motors in Detroit, just gone.
God damn.
Yeah,
Did you Captain Fromage? You ever had like the film or the disposable?
We
cameras?
had the disposable ones, the ones
the little yellow one.
I remember in high school everybody would get those.
What was funny is that my mother was very nostalgic of. My mother lived in a village when she was a kid, so she loved nature.
Yeah,
right. She was always very close to nature, right? She told me, I miss the nature in Greece, this, that, blah, blah. So me as a kid, whenever she'd send me on a school trip or whatever, we were up in the woods, I would take pictures of just trees.
Okay, that's
for her,
right.
and then
nice.
she would laugh, but it would warm her heart. She wouldn't make. She wouldn't.
There's trees here too, you dipshit. She couldn't say that. She was just like, I appreciate the.
So she would go. Yeah, she would go and develop them. And she
was just all trees. I spent $22 on trees.
Why the fuck is it all trees?
And
then she would ask me. She would go, why? Let me ask you. I like the pictures and everything, very nice pictures, but why are a lot of the pictures just trees? And I told her as a kid, and I was like, because you miss Greece and the nature in Greece. So I took pictures of nature, so you can feel close to it. And bro, I think she almost teared up or some shit.
Nice. Hey, listen, I'm sure old Greek timers do this, but old Italian men, like your grandfather, your uncle, whatever, when they take a picture of me in the garden, they hold on to a leaf of the tree for the picture.
It's true, actually.
You ever see that shit?
I've seen a ton of those pictures. Yeah, I don't know why they do that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it's kind of to show like I have made this.
Yeah, I made this. Maybe look at my pear tree. Or
Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah,
I never noticed.
Take a look at grandfather pictures or anywhere. You'll for sure somebody's holding a leaf. Yeah.
Well, it makes sense.
When your uncle comes over when you're not home. And your uncle from like the farm or whatever comes over to bring you a bag of apples or he whatever, he went to, or some lettuce for your mom. And no one's home, but he wants to tell your mother he was there. He leaves a stick in the door handle. And my mother would know that just that stick means, Uncle so-and-so left the bag of fucking dandelions in the backyard. That's an old school Italian grandpa move.
I like these cute little
leaving
things.
a stick on the door means that check next door to the house because there's beans.
Magical ones.
Yeah. That's an old timer shit.
I like that shit.
I like that. I'm grateful to the most thing besides giving me life. I'm grateful to my parents that they brought me to Italy many times as a child that I have forever memories of then. Like I know what 1980s Italy looks like. I can refer to that. That was the best gift my parents ever gave me, hands down.
All of my Italian references come from Pinocchio.
Mine come from Assassin's Creed too.
Oh yeah, which was good.
Which was very good, yes.
I told you, my friend played in that. My friend Romano was
Ezio Auditore.
the father. Who's the one in that move? It's his father, right? My friend Romano played that guy.
His father gets murdered.
Yeah.
Executed.
In the first 15 seconds.
Yeah. Anyway, but you see Romano fucking doing that shit. He's cool.
And you know what? It was all pizza related.
Yeah, he lives in New York.
Ezio, your father, son of a bitch, want to do something called a thin crust, like a homosexual. We don't accept this around here.
Romano is one of those guys he's from Chamonix, but he lived in New York so long he talks like this. But I'm like, I lived in New York a long time. Why don't I talk? He talks like Gary Cooper, but he's all right.
Who's this guy?
Romano Orzari. He was in Omerta and he played this Assassin's Creed. He was great in it. He literally killed that role. He's a good actor. He was in that.
The movie was shit though.
White House Down.
Assassin's Creed.
Garbage.
The movie Assassin's Creed should have just been called Ass.
No, but the movie, the short they made by Ubisoft online was
different.
better than the movie.
Yeah, the digital one.
Yeah, that's the one that Romano was in. He played that guy. I gotta call Romano. He's around.
That movie was such a hot pile of garbage.
It made me sad.
Yeah, I was like, fuck, they had something so good here.
We got to do a top 5 list of movies that were based on games like Super Mario. We'll do that.
We'll do it. Well, 100. There's a lot of them that.
What's next on your list,
All right,
boys?
number 2.
Stunk.
Number deuce.
The first Captain America in the 80s. That was
God.
garbage.
Pontiac. Oh shit, we're getting racist.
So I gave you a really, really racist abbreviation that I'm not going to repeat
The abbreviation, it's not the reason why it was called Pontiac. It's not the reason why. It's people that, they took the name Pontiac
as we were
and
kids.
made that
I've heard this.
and they made the it's like Adidas all day I dream about sex or whatever
Right.
the
When
fuck.
I was a kid, I've actually heard Pontiac stands for
No, not on this program, sir.
All right.
What do you think this is? What do you think this is?
What did it stand for again? Hold on,
Poseidon?
because
What
I
do you
forgot.
think?
You guys said it.
You think this is Poseidon and Pop?
Hold on,
hanging out at the diner?
because you guys said it, but I forgot. Hold on.
You don't remember what it
I
sounded
didn't
like?
say it.
This is
I know this part. I forgot the first two letters.
you know what the N stands for.
Oh,
Yes.
I bet you do.
No,
Let's just
the
say-
last 5 letters, I know what they stand for, but the first 2, what were?
It
Oh
was-
yeah, I do. I know. I remember. Can I really?
Go ahead.
No, I'm not saying. Fuck this.
All right.
I'm not saying
Let's
it.
not
You say
spread
it.
the hate. I'm not saying it. I'm still devastated from Anne Frank last week. You bastard.
Well, how are you devastated from
Why?
that?
Because I can't
You know
believe.
she died like a really long time ago, right?
Yeah. Anyway,
Get over it.
Why did the
Okay. I was told Pontiac.
You were told Pontiac. Wait, why is
Stood
Pontiac
for-
on the? We don't care about that.
Why
Why
did
did you have him on the
Pontiac
list?
fall?
Oh yes.
the last famous
This kid's so
Pontiac
stupid.
I saw was the Pontiac
It's objectively dumb.
Aztec that Walter White drove.
The garbage SUV, by the way.
But it was popular just because of that
Yeah.
show. People
Yes,
bought it.
actually, yeah.
People bought it just because of that show.
Which goes to show how stupid people are.
Yeah, they bought it just because they wanted to be Walter White.
Exactly.
But I remember, okay, in my life, the popular brand of Pontiac would be like your mom's car, like a Pontiac 6000.
Remember the Pontiac Sunfire?
Yeah.
That one too. That was a lot of French girl car.
Yeah, but those ones were shit.
but
There was
the-
the Pontiac's,
Firebird.
the Firebird.
Firebird was fantastic.
That was
Do
crazy.
you remember the Pontiac Sunflower?
No, when they made muscle cars, they were dope as fuck. They
Well,
made some dope ass.
What
muscle
did Knight
cars.
Rider drive?
I think the Firebird.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
And then,
That
but
was a nice car.
my cousin has a '68 Pontiac Firebird,
Yeah.
and that one is it's beautiful. It's like a Mustang from that era. It's wonderful.
Yeah,
It's great.
they started going downhill. I would say in
The
the
'80s. think in
80s,
the
late 80s, early 90s. I think.
Because in the they were popular, but they went more sedan. Because my
yeah.
friend drove his mom's Pontiac 6000, bro. It had like the one seat in the
Bro,
front.
your friend drove his mom crazy.
Yeah.
It was it was like a Delta 88. That's
Well-
a Buick Delta 88 or a Pontiac Century. These.
Well, I don't
shittier
blame
cars.
them. I don't blame them for trying to evolve. As a company,
Yeah.
you're always supposed to evolve, right?
Yeah.
But the way that they evolved was pretty terrible.
Yeah.
They had garbage fucking cars. They were unreliable, I think, or some shit.
Yeah, like there was some Camaros after for a while that were shitty. And Chevy.
Even Ford went through
the
this
80s
weird phase.
The 80s Mustangs are the shittiest Mustangs to ever live.
The Fox body.
But they were popular because of Vanilla Ice and his 5.0
Because of
rag
that
top
and-
down so his hair can blow. The girl is on standby.
The Fox body was also very easy to modify, make modifications to. The
Yeah,
engine,
a
tune
lot of
it up.
people would chop shop them. And
Yeah,
make
there you
them-
go.
exactly.
You know, so they were they looked like a lot of other cars, so you could
The
use a lot of.
Mustang LX from that era is still very fucking fast. But it fishtails and you can't even handle it.
No.
Zero handling. But power.
And then they had that other weird phase, the Mustangs in the early 2000s, where they had that.
I don't
Weird
get that.
shape.
It looked like
Those
it looked
were-
it looked like the other car. The other
It looked
shitty-
like the Sunfire.
It looked like the other.
It looked like a
shitty car they
Sunfire
were
almost.
doing.
Yeah, like
It's
a larger
this is a
Sun-
Mustang, and it looks like it's the same body as
Yeah,
that.
American cars went through this weird phase from I would say the late 80s to mid 2000s, even 2010.
What American car had a success in the 90s?
The DeLorean.
None of them,
That
bro.
was the.
None of them, huh? Not even.
Yeah,
none
they
of them.
did.
No, because the 90s was
the
all
Viper.
Beamer, all BMW, all Dodge.
Maybe Dodge had some successes. Chrysler,
Yeah,
Dodge.
Viper was
even-
the one. Yeah, you're right. That was big.
Who else? Dodge. Jeep was
still big.
No,
then.
they
Yeah.
were even in the 90s.
In the
yeah.
90s they were big.
Yeah, who else? Jeep, Ford, Lincoln.
No, but the 90s.
Lincoln.
Cadillac.
Cadillac was successful.
Sure, the Bronco.
Chevrolet maybe. Chevrolet. I remember. I think my father had
the
a
Cadillac
Trailblazer.
STS.
Your father
is still
was a
beautiful.
trailblazer.
Huh?
Your father was a trailblazer.
The Cadillac STS is still a nice looking car. I remember that car.
Yeah.
You're
The
right.
Cadillac STD hopefully will bring us the next topic.
Hey.
All right, numero uno.
This one was,
Number 1, American apparel.
Apparel.
Now, I will go out on a limb here and give my opinion that the American Apparel T-shirt was probably the most comfortable T-shirt I ever wore. It was. It's made of like that different cotton. It's not like a Gildan T-shirt. They were. It was a good store. It exploded quickly. It really got big quickly.
Fucking terrorism.
The whole because at the time I also remember our store here, Maxi Loblaws, No Frills, whatever the hell, they would have that brand of clothing that they made, and an entire factory in Bangladesh just fell and everyone died because horrible conditions of people making clothing for this brand.
Yeah.
So American Apparel said, no, we're going to build in Los Angeles, pay the people well, blah, 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 blah. Now, the
And
only...
they're like, why are only the people that want to work here crackheads?
Now this
It's
is
Los
where
Angeles.
the problem lies, is that their CEO, a guy named Dove Charney, Dove like the soap,
That's a good name.
he's from here. He's from Montreal, and he started where we are right now in this area, in the textile and fashion business with his family. But his gimmick was his advertising campaign. If you remember, they looked like using an Instagram filter on photos to make it look like an old Polaroid from the 80s. And they were wearing like vintage looking high knee socks. Only problem is that these girls looked really underage in their photos, and they were kind of sexual in nature. So he got nailed for...
And he would bang his coworkers.
He got canceled for that. Then I know a lot of people. I had some friends that were working at American Apparel, and their inventory, they did not do it right. They would just ship boxes to the stores and then have the staff do inventory. So let's say you send 3 boxes of T-shirts to a store. The staff's just going to write down that there's 2 boxes of T-shirts.
Yeah.
So they lost a shitload like that. That's how they went belly up. But last I heard, this Dove guy quietly got into the COVID mask business.
Oh, smart.
And also it's an online retailer now only.
So it still exists.
It still exists.
But those stores were not. They weren't bad. They were nice.
No.
Poseidon's going to start online retailers.
But I remember
for
my
shirts and
ex-girlfriend
You
worked
think so?
there, and she was.
stuff. You should call it Ocean Fashion.
She Ocean Fashion.
Ocean fashion. Just because it rhymes.
Yeah.
Ocean fashion. Ocean fashion.
Well, no, Ocean Fashion also because of Poseidon.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
was
No.
thinking
Obviously.
the same
Obviously. Yeah.
thing. Who's Poseidon's father?
What?
No, in mythical times.
Poseidon's
Chronos.
father, yes, it's the Titan.
Okay, and his son is Cyclops.
One of his sons. Yes.
Okay, so you could fuck around with that.
Well, no, I think Poseidon Fashion.
Who's Hades?
Atlantis. No. Atlantis was.
Atlantis exists with all like when people Google it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Ocean, you're not gonna find Ocean Fashion.
The word ocean I associate with Miami Beach because there's Ocean Drive. And Ocean is also a street in Santa Monica.
I gotta think about this.
So
I got a better one.
I always thought a clothing brand would be
Ocean
fucking cool.
Outfitters.
Ocean Outfitters.
you could buy your snorkel.
And you could do the commercials. Hello, do you want my fashion from the ocean? Poseidon here.
Everything is scaled.
Yeah.
It's all scales.
Yeah.
That would be a nice leather jacket if you can get that fish scale thing going.
No, I
For
don't.
real.
I don't think
no,
so.
you wouldn't make it fishy.
Yeah, no, I would not do that. That's
I
retarded.
can
Smegma,
dress
smegma.
other
Yeah.
whales too. No, but Ocean Outfitters, that's not a bad name.
That's not a bad name.
Oh, double O. And the half is actually, it's perfect half.
WCW
World Championship Wrestling. For a moment there, they really were. What is it? Bishop's podcast called? 52 weeks or something like that?
83 weeks.
83 weeks. That's how long they were number one.
For 83 weeks, they were really giving the WWE a run for its money.
And then they
Collapsed. That was their fault, though. Overinflated contracts. They weren't making money. The storyline sucked.
Because basically Ted Turner from Turner Broadcasting,
Billionaire Ted.
He
Founder of CNN.
He was grateful to the NWA, who became WCW Wrestling Association, for saving his Turner Broadcasting, TBS. So he remembered that they did that favor for him for saving his ass on Saturdays. So he said, let me give back to the wrestling, because he liked wrestling because it made him a lot of money. But his people were embarrassed that this guy wanted wrestling.
Yeah, they hated the fact that there was wrestling on their network.
Towards the end there, a lot of the higher-ups were like convincing Ted to get rid of it because they hated the wrestling. But actual Ted liked wrestling.
Yeah.
He was married to Jane Fonda and still a pie. He invented CNN, big guy in history. He was the Some people think that there was a conspiracy just to make wrestling bigger, that quietly Ted and Vince planned this.
No, that's Mark stuff. No.
Yeah.
That was a good list, though.
Yeah.
Because it was, I like nostalgia lists. And it also made me think, shit, Poseidon, if you save some money, that's something you should start with. Small little, because he likes fashion for real.
Yes.
You like that?
I was looking at...
I'm not even joking with you right now because you think I'm fucking with you, but I'm not.
Yeah.
Ocean Outfitters, but we call it Ocean Outfitters because it's based on you, Poseidon. You decide the trends. And you mostly focus on plus size clothing. So... all the
or just clothes that you could never fit into.
No, but I'm just saying because then he's like, I know.
Are you a whale like me?
No, but because I know. No. It's like he likes these shirts that he finds. That one time we found. Remember, I bought you that shirt when we went to that store.
Yes.
So there's shirts like specifically for bigger dudes and all that. So he can be one of those guys that makes clothing specifically for men and women that looks good. It's not just tight and feels weird on you because you're plus size.
Okay, let me give you.
I saw. Hold on, Robert. You know Robert Pattinson's
Batman?
At the premiere, he was wearing that.
I didn't see what he wore.
That he was wearing a double-breasted, but kind of like futuristic-looking blazer, but made out of wool. So you can kind of wear it like a coat or a blazer, like a sport jacket, basically.
Okay.
Best double-breasted I saw was Elvis.
It's fucking sick. It looks a little. It's a bit too big, but if you could make that something a little more fitted, it'd be nice. You can't find that shit
you're
nowhere.
Saying the right
word.
I would make sure.
No, he's saying fitted. Now this is what I was going to say.
Well, because the bigger you are, the harder. You know what happens. Let's say you wear 3X, right?
Yeah.
They stop giving a shit, and basically everything they give you is like a tarp. It's just everything bigger. It's not fitted to you. So you always look like you're just wearing oversized blankets.
Mostly in with the American people I saw, a lot of New York, a lot of people that were a little chubbier always went the hip hop route of double XL clothing that's too big.
Yeah.
But if you're overweight, very wide jeans make you look even fatter. So I find a lot of Walmart.
Yes.
So see, there is a hole there that needs to be filled.
You can fill that hole.
Another big guy that I could give you an example of is my friend Pino Perillo, the comedian. He's a big guy, but he wears clothing properly.
Yeah.
So he will wear fitted clothes that still look good, even though he's overweight.
He's not that big.
No, but at the time, this is we talked about this.
But I do the same thing now.
That's what I mean. Yeah. So there is a market out there for overweight, properly fitting clothes.
Ocean Outfitters.
Because I know a lot of overweight people that wear loose clothing that makes them look even fatter.
Yeah.
That's
not the way to go. Well, that's how I used to dress as a kid, but then I always looked terrible. But then
the hip hop.
Well, like these jeans, right? The thing is, these jeans, they're a size smaller than what I usually wear, but they're these super high stretch jeans. So
because if you get the bigger ones, you look even bigger.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. But anyways,
find Old Navy clothes. You'll see they're all too big.
Yeah,
Ocean Outfitters, baby.
Yeah. Ocean Outfitters.
Fuck, who knows? Maybe one day we'll see. We'll see. Thank you guys for tuning in and listening to this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys want to find me, it's on Instagram. I'm on Instagram and Twitter.
Find him. Give him a fine.
If you want to find me, you can find me on Instagram and Twitter as DeepPoseidon69. Be quiet.
Poland.
Stop it.
Okay, these guys are idiots. Patreon.com/Pantelis. Poseidon69 on Twitter and on Instagram. Guido Grasso Jr. on Twitter and Instagram. Links are all in the description. Support these two individuals. The way you do it is separate and happily. Order your pizzas from there or head down over there to support Guido. And to support Poseidon, send some money to Greenpeace. No, I'm kidding. If you want to support Poseidon, he's on the Patreon, obviously, but also check out his Twitch streams, share his channel, and do the same thing for his Twitter and Instagram. Help him grow his brand, because if his brand grows big enough, he'll have more power when negotiating this new Ocean Outfitters deal.
I gotta sell tickets. Go to my link tree at Guido Grasso Jr. on Instagram.
Links are in the description. Guido will be in your area in the next coming months if you are in Ontario, if you are in Connecticut, if you are in New York State. All WAP humor, but still, you get to see the Guids.
Shit, I gotta write.
Thank you guys.
Peace.